We're watching our Apaches take on, our Arcadia Apaches taking on the Cathedral Phantoms.
Cathedral will have the kickoff of the game. The Apaches will be receiving.
Back there is DeMarco Moore and Rolandis Whitner. And let's get into this.
Here's the kick. Kendall with the ball.
And one noticeable part that you guys weren't able to see is that there was almost a fight before the game started. After Cathedral came out onto the field from the dog pound, they walked over to the Arcadia side and started jawing away.
Arcadia getting ready on the line of scrimmage.
Number 12, Dylan Guerra back there. Hands it off
Go
to
the snap.
DeMarco Moore. Takes it upfield.
Looks like he's down.
Big of a 2 on the play. DeMarco had about 1 or 2 touchdowns last week and is actually a former Cathedral Phantom himself. Couple former Cathedral Phantoms on the field today for our Apaches. Jabari Kendall, Ahmad Lipscomb, and Dylan Wright. And you could stay with us at halftime where I interview Jabari and get to know him a little bit more.
Apaches back on the line. Snap to Dylan Guerra. Looking around the outside. The pass is good. But he's down.
Not much of a gain right there. Phantoms defense swarming. Defense is led by number 1, Stephen Wright, who owns offers to Oklahoma, USC, Nebraska, pretty much any place you can name.
Phantom defense, already looking very solid for the Phantoms.
Number 9, Stephen Wright, defensive end. And here's Arcadia's first real test. About 3rd and 8. Our Apaches have their first time out. This Cathedral defense is coming out firing on all ends, but hopefully we can get something started in the passing game. That's where we were most successful last week. This Apaches offense is not really between the tackles. Dylan Guerra has a credible arm, and all these receivers will win almost any one-on-one matchup.
Apaches back on the line after that timeout, coming to a 3rd and 8.
Looks like trips left. Dylan Wright in the game, entering for Jabari Kendall, and DeMarco Moore coming out. A lot of confusion after a timeout, which shows that they're a little troubled right now. And then we see Deontay Bevel come in.
Looks like they're making a lot of changes to that offensive line right here.
Sends him in motion. Looking for the one-on-one matchup with number 29 on the Cathedral Phantom. And some movement.
Already a flag on the play.
False. A lot of subbing in and out and confusion on Arcadia side. Not how we want to start this game. Cannot have a 3rd and out to begin it.
They're already losing some yards there, Matt.
And now we already have a 3rd and 13.
And they are dangerously close to their end zone.
Bad snap and Eliso's safety.
After that penalty, it'll take to a 3rd and 13 for the Apaches.
Guerra looking to find Rolandis Whitner, number 1, one of his favorite targets, on his left side.
Here's a snap.
Looking that way.
Looking outside corner. Pass to Whitner, no good.
Broken up. Problem was he was looking at Rolandis the whole way. Not a strong start to this Apaches offense at all.
This Cathedral defense shaping up to be real solid this game, Matt.
Yeah. And now back to return, number 4, Brandon Jordan. After having an interview with the Cathedral coach, Coach AJ, he was saying that Brandon Georgian is one of the fastest players on this team and is go-to on offense as well.
4-13, Apaches will go for a kick.
And it looks like he's going to be able to return it. And
Cathedral picks it up around the 50.
And gets wrapped down.
Lose some yards.
Wrapped down by number 55, Michelangelo Loretto on the play.
Down around the 45.
Not the way Apaches want to start on offense, but on special teams-wise, a good start. And that was the key last week. LaSalle made tons and tons of mistakes on special teams, and Apaches were able to capitalize, such as bad punts, dropped punts, and fumbles.
Yeah, and that score really reflects just how in sync they were with each other that game, Matt.
But now this game looks like the complete opposite. But you can see the play, nobody's holding their head low. Coaches are still staying strong. However, Coach Maxey does look upset, and you can tell that something wrong is going on.
The Apaches know they're in for a fight today. They know they got to be very focused. Can't let their heads get out of the game.
Can't change anything. It's been only one drive. Got to trust the process.
And last game, Matt, they went a whole first quarter without scoring any points and then put up 50 in the second alone.
Looks like it's a flag on the play, and it's a replay of a punt. And Cathedral Phantoms are looking, instead of taking the ball, they want to decline it and have Apaches kick it again, showing how confident they are in their special teams. And number 4, Brandon Jordan. Not really sure what the penalty was.
Yeah, I couldn't quite see it either, Matt.
Yeah. It was discussed after the play was over. But now we get to see part 2. And we have Frankie Contreras, number 9, back there to punt it away.
Apaches will now have a second chance to make a better kick this time.
Hopefully their special teams could show out. And not a horrible punt. Pretty solid.
Kick down around
Jordan picks it up, fumbles it. Nowhere to go.
Going back around.
And will be taken out of bounds at around the 35-yard line. Touched the ball around the Cathedral 45 and just took it up the sideline, found some open room.
Definitely not what they were looking to do after that last kick, Matt.
Nope. See, this is where the penalties come into play when it's killing us, because that's the difference of 20 yards. When he the first time he got the punt, he was down at their own 45 to 48, and now they're at their own 35.
Yeah, our boys are really going to have to learn how to bounce back after those penalties today if they want to stay in the game.
Because it was pretty much almost the same result. He really didn't. That wasn't anything crazy of a run, but because those 10 penalty yards pushed it back, they're now 10 yards forward.
So now Cathedral will take their shot at offense. And, Matt, if I'm right, Cathedral lost some of their key players this year.
Yeah, they lost Bryce Young, who transferred to Mater Dei to replace JT Daniels. Last year was the Gatorade National Player of the Year. And that's going to be a hole that they're going to have to replace. And, broken tackle, but swung out of bounds. What a play by DeMarco Moore right there. Heavy hitter. DeMarco is a former Cathedral Phantom himself.
Bouncing back after that penalty. Apache defense looking pretty strong after that first play.
Yeah, I mean, one thing about these Cathedral guys is that you're going to have to wrap up because they are so fast that they will break a tackle and take it for a touchdown.
They may not be any 2017 Phantoms, but they're still very deadly and should be taken seriously.
And a solid play right there. Looks like it was number 5, Deontay Bevel, intended for Samonte Williams.
That'll give Cathedral 3rd down and 8 to go.
And after talking to the Cathedral coach as well, he was raving about number 2, Jordan Haywood, and to run and swim up, and looks like it was number 4, 54, Jake Metters on the play. Solid linebacker.
Big guy. He's really strong. He's going to be very good for the Apaches this year.
Fourth and 5. And Phantoms are going to go for it, trusting their offense. Apache stop right now would be a huge shift of momentum.
Apache's going to have a real chance to capitalize.
He's swallowed at the line. Relentless Widner on the play.
What a play by that Arcadia defense.
Number 4, Brandon Jordan is getting nothing. This Apache's defense is much stronger than last year. I mean, we have to, and this is the time to capitalize on these clutch plays, because if we don't get the ball out of our own 50, then they have potential to put points right back on the board with one play.
Yeah, Matt, it may be earlier in the game, but this is really the time you want to claim that momentum.
And we see number 17, Big Chris Wilson, on the stop right there, backup QB, who ran over, I think, 10 people last week. There's been about 10 people in the ER after the game at Methodist.
That guy's a real train. He just mows down anything in his path.
And let's see how this Apache's offense does now with a little. I mean, they've got all their mistakes out of the way. Nothing was good about that drive.
Rocky start, but they're shaping up pretty well.
And Frankie, there goes
Frankie
your ankles.
Breaks the line. Woo! Down around the 45 mark. What a play.
And we're going to need to call Jack because somebody just got their ankles broken. I mean, Frankie was on turf, but that guy was on ice skates.
Isn't that right?
This is what Arcadia Apaches were expecting. And unfortunately, this week, replay won't work. But if replay did work, we would definitely show that.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen that nonstop tonight.
Yep. It's kind of like the GTA Wasted.
Over and over until you hate it.
Over and over, yeah. I think some APN guy who knows memes could figure that one out. All right, Guerra back to do what he just did. And we're going to see a lot of trips in this offense. Coach Maxey likes to use only one side of the field and have one open for an ISO matchup.
Here's a snap to Guerra. Looking on the outside.
Looking for
Frankie
Contreras back again. Gives the work, gets upfield, and that looks like a first down.
Looks like he's down around the 30 mark.
Or around the 36.
36,
and
excuse me.
Either second, it looks like they're going to mark it second down. Yeah, 2nd and 1.
Real close for the Apaches right there.
And in my opinion, I think we should use it should be 60%, 60-70% pass and 30-40% run, because there are so many matchups that defense cannot handle.
Bit of a rocky start for the Apaches, but they seem to already be back in the game, hungry for some touchdowns.
When we were talking about taking the momentum, this is exactly what they're doing. And run to DeMarco Moore, moves upfield, meets him, and Stephon Wright brings him down, but after a first down, moving the chains.
There'll be another 10 yards to the Apaches.
DeMarco Moore running downhill. And we can hear our new offensive line coach going crazy on the sidelines. Well, he's instituted a different type of smash mouth culture after coming to Arcadia this year, and it looks like it's working. A couple new guys on the coaching staff, but especially Mike Mooney has helped this Apaches team a lot. Guerra drops back, avoids some pressure, has to throw it away, and looks to be a hero, and nope.
Looks to lose a lot of yards there, Matt.
Keep on going back and has to get to the, coaches are calling for some for a flag on the field, but looks like they're not going to get it. Thing is, he kept on going backwards and just couldn't, and just should have. And couldn't come back. But this is one of those times where Guerra has to learn when, if there's nothing there, throw it away. One of the parts that Max Davila excelled at, I feel, is that he knew when a play was over and knew how to take a sack, and because that's a difference of 5 yards, and now it's 2nd and 20.
Yeah, tough break, man. They lost 20 yards on that play.
Or 10 yards.
Excuse me, 10 yards.
Yeah. But, now this puts them back 10 yards, and it's going to be hard getting them back. Rolando Swinner looks to take it upfield, at least gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Gaining those yards
and
back.
See ya. One man to beat, and does not beat them. Does not beat them.
Looks like he's run out of bounds right in front of the 10, Matt.
And just to prove a point, gave the Cathedral player the ball.
Where the defense messes up, the offense will pick them right back up again, Matt.
And this is how we're using, and this is the correct way to use momentum right now. Everybody's happy, everybody's hyped up, everything's firing.
Looks like that sack didn't even phase him there.
No, and it looks like they might go to DeMarco right now. And they do go to DeMarco.
Hand off to Frankie. Excuse me, DeMarco.
Yeah. And swallowed whole.
Doesn't appear good for any yards there.
Number 41, or excuse me, number 11, Pringle on the stop. Or excuse me, Taylor. And Taylor is a product of three yards back for the Apaches. This run game is definitely always going to be the weaker part of this offense.
So that'll bring to 2nd and 13 for the Apaches here.
Possibly a screen to Deontay Bevel right now, and it is a screen. Catches in his stride, has room, and a few yards on the game. Able to get Dylan Garrow was able to have that ball out in front of him. He was able to have some momentum coming into it.
Apaches get 5 yards on that play, bringing it to 3rd and 8.
In worst case scenario, I'd rather have them play it safe and not kind of go for the end-all be-all touchdown. And if they at least complete something and don't get a first down, they have opportunities to have a chip shot. I would say play it safe because you don't know how many points you're going to get against this Cathedral.
Oh,
Laundry on the play,
like.
and not good. Another false start.
That'll set the Apaches back. That same 5 yards that they just gained. Make it, 4 yards. 3rd and 12.
Yeah, shooting themselves in the foot right now.
Rather.
This is where you might just want to run up the middle and just go with the chip shot.
Seems like every yard that the Apaches gain, they're giving them right back to Cathedral.
Yeah, definitely. Might be looking at Roski at the bottom left of the screen. He's off screen right now, but you can't see it. DeMarco Moore looking to pick up any blitzes from these Phantom linebackers. And looks like there's going to be a blitz on the right side. Yeah, blitz on the right side. Garrett scrolling left. And completed pass to Rolandis Whitner. Yeah, we haven't really mentioned that name tonight, but we don't have to. He just forces it. I mean,
the man
what
needs
an athlete.
no introduction. If you're an Arcadia Apache, you know who he is.
And if you're a Cathedral Phantom, you definitely are going to know who he is.
You'd better know who he is.
Yeah. Actually, it was not a first down. It's going to be 4th and 1. Might run this up the middle. And we've also seen some pitches to Roski. And yeah, second time out of the day for the Apaches, and it seems like they're obviously going to go for it right now. And this is key. If we're not able to convert, this is going to kill us.
This first touchdown is crucial right here.
Because first team to get on the board usually wins. Which is kind of funny is that last year our Apaches were down to start many of the games.
Yet somehow they made it work.
Yeah.
Made it all the way up to Catella in the playoffs.
But definitely, if you were doubting the Apaches, at least that drive shows you that there's momentum and that this program is going somewhere. And that there's a chance of a win tonight.
Seems like every year they come back stronger.
But I have to say that the core of this team looks much closer than the core of last year's team. Last year's team, it seemed like they would get down right as soon as they got down, that they would not be able to get up.
This year, the Apaches have already proven that they're hungry as soon as they get down.
And we're not sure if this is going to be a pitch play to Roski or a run to DeMarco Moore.
Either way, they want this touchdown.
Yeah. Trips right might be a jump ball. I mean, there's no safety back there.
Here's a snap to Garrett. Looks like he's going to run it in.
And
doesn't quite make it to the end zone, looks like.
Doesn't look like he was stopped on the play. Wow. We might need to get out the.
This is one of those times we're really missing replay today, folks.
Yeah. I did not get a good glimpse of that at all. But called the play. It looked like it was. And first and 10 for the Cathedral Phantoms. However, they do not have any good field position whatsoever.
Right at their end zone, Matt.
Yeah. So, I mean, bad snap. It's on their about the 2nd yard line.
It's a tough break for the Apaches, but some good defense and a bit of luck might result in some magic right here.
And run play takes it outside. Able to break a tackle. Takes it upfield and gets a first down.
Ran out around the 25-yard mark.
Yeah, run of about 20. And there's number 4, Brandon Jordan.
Cathedral gets about 20 yards on that play.
Brandon Jordan looks like to be their go-to on offense this year. And Jason Haywood looking pretty comfortable, but it's pretty easy to be comfortable when you have a running back like that in your backfield.
Here's a snap, Jared Haywood.
And play action, gets
Pass.
tipped. Almost intercepted by Torrey Brumfield. Torrey Brumfield had the game of his life last week, and he mistaked me for calling him the Mars Rover. He wants to be a little Tic Tac. So from now on, we're going to call Torrey Little Tic Tac.
Number 7, Little Tic Tac.
But had about 7 to 8 solo tackles, had a pick 6, and was just a ball hawk. He was everywhere where the ball was.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Matt. You look at those highlights from last game, you'll see him everywhere. Looks like the ref went down on that play.
Yeah.
Cathedral and Arcadia helping him back up.
All right, now 3rd and 2. Solid run right there.
Cathedral might have had some, might have been pretty far back on the field, but they seem very hungry to get at the Apache end zone.
And they're going to run up the middle.
Running right through.
And tripped up. The Max Preps rosters aren't accurate because it's listed as QB Jordan, who's 6'1", 155. But this is actually Terrence Williams, who is by far one of the most strongest and fastest players in this area, in the San Gabriel Valley area. If you watch Friday Night Tykes, he's most like Big Dougie on the Outlaws.
He was trying to go up the middle there.
However, very slow.
Not quite working out for them right there.
Yeah, so talking to the Cathedral coach last week, Terrence holds some pretty nice weightlifting numbers. 470 bench, 650 deadlift, and weighs about 255.
I only dream I can lift that much. That's at least triple my weight.
Yeah.
And I'm not exactly skinny, Matt.
Yeah. And then Brandon Jordan takes it for a large gain. Apache's defense looking to get worn down right now. And this is
that play is good for another first down.
And this is when you start to see some of the bigger guys coming in. For example, Chris Wilson replaces.
Dorset.
And a flop and a half.
Knocking down one of the Cathedral players, a flag.
A flop. Wow. Well, LeBron James Jr. on the Cathedral sideline right now.
Cathedral stands seem fired up about that.
Wow. A flop and a half. Well, we know who sits down the P.
That we do, Matt. I thought you saw a lot in soccer, but
yeah.
This is the wrong kind of football for that.
Nope. Garbage. Well, you know who has a target on their head. You know what? If you gotta.
Looks like Alex Franco was the one
like
who flopped down on that play.
Looks like Dorset might have been ejected. All right, hopefully our Apaches can come back from that.
Looks like Dorset getting a real talking to by the coaches there.
And gets flipped and stop. Small loss right there.
Actually, looks like Dorset might have gotten ejected on that. Throwing his helmet. He is not happy about that.
Not a good time for Apaches right now. Looks like it's about 3rd and 8, or 2nd and 8, excuse me.
About 3 minutes left in the first quarter here.
And some drama right now. One of our best linemen who actually has an offer to Howard. And it's a deep pass to the end zone. And
he gets it.
Cathedral
Looks like it's
touchdown.
Good. Touchdown, Cathedral.
But one thing that we see right there is a positive Apaches team, not hanging our heads, but that is a loss.
But Cathedral crawling their way across the entire field for that.
Wow. Perfect play, perfect throw. And we are really feeling the effects of Dorsett getting ejected.
One of the biggest guys on the team. He's already out for the second quarter. Apaches are really going to feel that as the game goes on.
And now we have the special teams out. Chance of going for it. Wow, what a throw.
Wow.
Jason,
like,
Jason
he was going for the kick.
And blocked. No, not today. And 6-0. Looks like might end the quarter that way. 2:49 left. And our Apaches are looking to get the ball back and are fired up after Dorsett got ejected for what was a complete flop.
That was really something, Matt.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that in a football game before.
But this is where you really got to kill the hype right now. And big news, Dorsett Manning, number 52, just got ejected from the game. Looks like number 54, Alex Franco, taunted him a little. Dorsett said something and just completely fell backwards, ejecting him from the game. Refs thought he pushed him, but bad call by the refs and just a complete sissy move.
Yeah, Dorsett is not happy about that. We saw him getting a talking to by the coach. Everyone seemed fired up. Dorsett was obviously upset, throwing his helmet.
And you could definitely tell the tension in the air right now. All right, now we're going to send him back down to the field.
Here's a kick from Cathedral.
And recovered by number 2, DeMarco Moore. Looks to take it to the left side. Nothing but Cathedral.
Taking it back up the middle now.
Takes it and
looks like
solid
he's down
game.
Around the
30. But all you can do is just move forward. I would not want to be anywhere near Dorsett right now.
Oh man, I'll tell you
I feel
what.
bad for that helmet. And after not playing much last week, he was really looking forward to getting into this game and getting his season on the way. But now we get to see our Apaches, who almost had a touchdown last. I mean, I think that was close to a first down if you really looked at it. But there's no such thing.
They were right there.
Yeah, as soon as there's no such thing as a coach's challenge.
Now they're trying to see if they can do a little bit better than they did last time. Maybe score that touchdown, tie up the score, possibly even take the lead.
Some wind coming in right now. Might expect to run, and Roski runs it, takes it back, and just met by a sea of Cathedral Phantoms.
Doesn't look good for anything significant there.
Nope. Number 11, Dylan Taylor, on the play. Or excuse me, number 54 was Harvey, not Alex Franco.
I believe Alex Franco is number 5.
Yeah, that was number 54, the one that got Dorsett ejected. All right, Guerin steps back. Garrett steps back, rolling and completes a pass. Not much gain there. Ahmad Lipscomb, former Phantom, on the play. And we already see some jawing back and forth between these former teammates.
It's already been it's only been one quarter, but I've already seen this bad blood shaping up here.
Yeah, it's funny talking to Jabari even before our interview and talking to the Coach AJ on the Phantom side. They said that there was no bad blood, there was no beef, but the Apaches this game has proven it wrong.
We saw it before the game even started, Matt.
And it looked like a big offsides going Apache way. Finally, some luck churning. And we really have to capitalize on this.
Yeah, it looks like we'll actually gain some yards on that penalty.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 1st and 10.
Offense really got to make it happen now after all those missed opportunities.
But one thing to notice is that I believe it was 21-0 at the end of the quarter last year, and we can see the improvement that these teams are quite even with each other.
Cathedral may have scored that first touchdown, but the Apaches are by no means out of this game.
By no means. This offense can fire at any moment. I mean, good enough to put up 50 in 12 minutes.
They've already shown they're capable of bouncing back.
And almost a one-handed catch by Orlandis Winter on the sideline.
Diving out of bounds, trying to get that ball.
Yeah, but we see Dylan Guerra going for almost the sure thing right there and not trying to expand the play. With number 9, Stephen Wright right there. Or
May not have gained any yards, but they did a good job of staying where they were. That'll bring us to 2nd and 10 for the Apaches.
number 52, or excuse me, number 52 on the Phantom side, adding a lot of pressure right there, and actually not a trips left this time. Usually it's been trip left.
He's getting
Into a pass,
back.
drops back,
Pass
and
too high.
intended for number 4, Dylan Wright, or who Jabari likes to call Pencilhead.
Pencilhead, that's right. I believe he told you that in your interview.
Yeah,
Matt.
yeah. Which you can also see during halftime, beginning of halftime. Get to know Jabari.
That's right. Stick around, folks.
And that's going to be a normal thing a normal segment heading throughout the rest of this year. Is we really want to get to know these Apaches and kind of have some, or just emotional and family type situation for all of you that tune in every week. You get to feel like you're a part of the team as well.
Bring you real closer to the Arcadia football family.
We have 3 bunched up right close to the line. Then we have Deontay Bevel at the end, probably looking for a streak right now.
Here's snap, 3rd and 10.
Bevel misses block.
Getting through.
Frankie,
Looks like it's good for a first down right there.
Number 20 on Cathedral and number 4 Dylan Wright are drawing away.
That's a first down. What a good play for the Apache offense.
And it scared me a little. Deontay Bevel actually missed this block at first, but was able to come back.
They still pulled that one out.
Yeah. But, I mean, we're noticing that this is a very beatable defense. Run with DeMarco, met at the line, and just nothing.
Looks like I don't get any yards on that one.
And I mean, if you're looking at the receivers, every time they're talking to the cornerbacks that are guarding them.
Clock running. It's about 40 seconds left in the first quarter here in Cathedral. With that last play, it'll make it 2nd and 13 for the Apaches. They lost a few yards.
Run game's not been there. I think they're doing much better with the screens and short passes. We still haven't seen a real deep bomb, and should expect that. And here's a pitch to DeMarco. Gets to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more.
Nothing gained, nothing lost, looks like. About 10 seconds here in the quarter.
This is going to end. Yeah, it's going to end first quarter. Cathedral Phantom 6, Arcadia Apache 0. Even though only noticeable part about that quarter was a touchdown, but also important to mention that number 52, Dorsett Manning, has been ejected from this game.
A lot might not have happened on the books, Matt, but there's definitely a lot going on here tonight.
Yeah.
And we'd like to take this moment in the end of the first quarter to thank our sponsors, Foothill Credit Union, for sponsoring today's game and all future Apache News away games for Arcadia High football.
Yes, thank you. This would not be possible without their help. But it feels like there's kind of we had our big hiccup. We almost scored, and it seems like we're right there, ready to burst through.
Yeah, the Apaches feel like they're right on the edge there. Just going to tighten some gears.
I mean, I think it's time we ditch the run game. I think we should really test Dylan and see what he can do for this Apaches offense.
Get some big yards over here.
Second start ever, and he's already doing this.
I mean, fantastic game last week.
Fantastic. Went 11 for 16, 289 yards, 2 touchdowns. Almost had 3, but slid right before he got into the end zone. And was marked at the 1-yard line. Definitely look for a pass going back to Rolandus Winter or Frankie. Looks like those have been Dylan's 2 favorite targets into this game right now. And looking at just his second start ever, so poised. And it's amazing how he's able to take on this big stage. I mean, there are guys that are in the NFL that have played here, and guys that are going to be in the NFL that are playing right now.
Yeah, Garrett's doing a great job. This is only his junior year, so he's got one more.
Yeah, still has a senior campaign for next year. Garrett steps up,
long
looking
pass.
for Roski, and almost, but deflected by safety.
Looks like Whitener had it in his hands there, but tackled it
and
let it go.
Some shenanigans.
There's a flag on the play, looks like.
Pass interference. Looks like it's going to be going Arcadia's way. We hear the Cathedral fans booing. And this is one of those games where it could get out of control very quickly.
I'm already feeling it, Matt. Things seem like they're going to heat up real badly in the second half.
Yeah,
here.
I'm definitely predicting some close play that's just going to blow up, and there's going to be a big fight, which we don't want to see.
Obviously, we want to see everyone be safe today, but
this isn't the WWE.
Tensions rise when you're playing a game as intense as football.
Yeah.
It's very aggressive, very physical.
All emotions right now. Because there are some family ties right now. You can tell there is bad blood. I mean, we didn't see this out with Sal last week. There's definitely social media trash talk.
Yeah, a few of these guys were wearing black and purple last year.
Yeah. I mean, Ahmad and Jabari, and I believe, or Dylan didn't have any touchdowns, but Dylan played solid defense last year against our Apaches. And Jabari, I know Ahmad actually beat former Apache Artis Candler on a route and took it for a touchdown. And we saw Bryce Young twirl around.
Yeah, these former Phantoms here seem to be meshing in real well with the Apaches over at Arcadia.
Offset penalties look like they're going to redo third down. Yeah, so replay third down. Looks like there was a offensive and defensive pass interference. Look for Roski once again in the ISO matchup. Doubles on each side.
Offense will take another shot here.
Garrett hasn't thrown across his body a lot. Hasn't gone to his left side unless he's been rolling there.
Dropping back.
Looking right
and
again. Goes to
Long
his go-ahead man.
pass.
And
Frank Contreras. Not quite good enough.
Not
though.
pass interference, but there is flag, and there is holding going against the Apaches. Looks like they're going to decline it.
Looks like both teams will be going back and forth today on these penalties, Matt.
All right, now we get to see number 32, Christian Reyes, punted away. Due to a transfer issue, wasn't able to play last week, and he has a complete boot. Coach Maxey was raving about him, and we're gonna have a much better special teams than last year. You know, Randy Ludwig always kind of struggled right there.
We're going to see just what the Apaches have been up to over this offseason right here.
And we see Chris Wilson is in for Udine Corletto. I thought there was a lot of momentum right there.
Yeah, Apaches seem to be coming back real strong after letting that touchdown go.
And then just couldn't get anything going. I mean, if Phantom score twice in a row, then you can kind of kiss this game goodbye because they're just going to run away with the momentum. An interesting fortune of events right there. You want to talk a little about that, Jeremy?
Yeah, Matt. The Apaches here in the second quarter, they're getting real close.
Yeah.
Some long passes that didn't quite connect. A few tackles, let the ball fall, but they're right there. They're right on the edge.
All right, stay tuned. Hopefully the Apaches can come through. All right, number 32, Christian Reyes, former LaSalle player, punts away, almost blocked, and called fair catch around the 20. Yeah, around the 20. Not the greatest punt, but not the worst. Not the same type of game last week or actually kind of feels the same way because heading into the end of the first quarter, we thought the LaSalle game was going to be a close one.
Yeah, and that turned out to be one of the biggest blowouts
Yeah.
we'll probably have this whole season here.
Looked like it was Hoover. And Brandon Jordan has a solid gain has an okay gain right there, 3 yards. And this Cathedral coach is utilizing his offensive line as much as he can, making this a smash mouth football team. They went against Oaks Christian, who hones defensive tackle Kevon Thibodeau, #1 recruit in the nation, and were able to beat Oaks Christian in offensive line, like a 5-on-5. And they actually had 2 groups of linemen going, and the second group went 4th. Jordan and is swallowed whole by looks like number 4.
Good job on the Apache defense right there, stopping any yardage.
Couldn't tell who made the stop. Looked like it might have been number 7, Torrey Brumfield. Little tic tac.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to see over here, Matt. Stands are a bit low, but we make do.
We do make do. And Haywood scrolling, comes back the other way. Apache's coming, and it is taken. He is taken down. Number 58 on the play.
Apache defense coming back real strong. You can feel it, Matt. These Apaches know they're right there. This defense is going real strong to get that ball back in the hands of Dylan Guerra.
Yeah, number 54, Harvey on the play, junior, and these past 2 games have been his first games on varsity, and he's done exceptional.
Looks like Cathedral's already at 4th and 10.
And it looks like I believe that was a 3 and out. And so you can thank solid special teams for making that happen. And we see Mooney talking to Dorset on the sidelines. And this is just the culture that we like to have around Arcadia, and that's kind of the new culture, is picking everybody up when they're down. When they're back.
Cathedral's going for that punt.
And it looks like it kicks somebody or the ball hits somebody. This is where you just get nowhere near the ball. And not a good punt.
Yeah, it looks like it's down around the 40.
Yeah, it looks like the Phantom 39. And this is where we really need to score. We cannot emphasize it enough. This Cathedral team is not as crisp as it was.
Yeah, these Apaches can only stay on the edge for so long here.
And they need to come through. After not a good punt, we get to see our Apaches hopefully score on the Cathedral 39.
Yeah, they're right here, and they know it. They got to score. They got to get this offense going soon.
Yep, all right.
Yeah,
All right, now we see Guerra in the shotgun. And hopefully, we see motion, bad snap. Guerra breaks a tackle, runs forward, and takes it to hopefully the line of scrimmage. Roski was going to motion. It looked like it was was going to be a end around to him.
Yeah, with any luck there, they didn't lose any yards on that play. Could have been real bad there, though.
Yeah, going to be a 2nd and 10. Or actually, excuse me, 2nd and 9.
Arcadia looking real dangerous, losing that momentum they've been having so far.
We cannot waste any plays right now.
They got to make it happen. They got to make it happen now.
Potentially, you kind of got to go for it if you don't get the first down these next 2 plays. But I think we really should just kind of let Guerra do his thing and get the passing game going.
Just let him throw the ball. They've been so close. Here's another long pass, and it looks like it lands.
Caught by number 1, Rolandus Winter, his go-to target.
That's good for a first down.
Yeah, we see. Oh, number 13, Ahmad Lipscomb. Excuse me.
He
did that a lot this year.
Gets a lot of yards there.
Yeah, who has done that a lot in his past years at this very stadium. This is what hopefully Maxie could key on, is these one-on-one matchups. Is that these guys will get lost. Blitz on the right. Garrett calling an audible. Hopefully they can make an adjustment on the route to exploit that. Yeah, full-out blitz, and now we have a one-on-one.
Doesn't look good for many yards there.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 2nd and maybe 2. 2nd and 8, gain of 2. But if you see the middle of the field was wide open right there. Cathedral hinted at the blitz. You gotta switch it to a quick slant, since the middle is wide open.
Yeah, they had a real opportunity there.
None of the corners are blitzing.
They just didn't quite catch it soon enough.
Nope. I'm sure Maxie has something up his sleeve. Might be looking for Rolandus Winter. Just called it, and it's gonna be a screen pass to DeMarco Moore that's tipped. But before the play, you can see at the top left, Rolandus Winter tapped his, kind of gave Dylan a heads up, which means that I want this matchup. I want this ISO. And that's the confidence that he has. It looks like there's no safety up top. Looks like they're just running a cover 4.
I don't know why Garrett didn't go to Rolandus on that last play.
Could have just been a illusion to free up DeMarco in the cut.
Yeah, he's a great receiver, Matt. Garrett really needs to trust in his guys.
And avoids
a sack. Pass is deflected, looks like.
Incomplete. But once again, not connecting on the play.
This Apache offense is just right at the verge of breaking out. They just can't seem to do it.
But that shows that this Cathedral defense is breakable. And they're going to kick, smart idea right now. They're going to kick it in.
Apache's going to take what they can get right here. Ball looks like it's around the 30, if I'm right.
Yeah. Number 9, Frankie Contreras is the holder, and 32, Christian Reyes is going to be booting it away and hopefully putting it between the uprights. Snap's good.
Field goal here.
And looks like it is
Looks good.
And it is good. About a 35 to a 40-yard field goal. 1 for 1 on the year, Christian Reyes.
May not be a touchdown, but they cut the lead in half there. It's 6-3.
And that looked a little scary right there. I don't know. There was 4 Phantoms ready to pounce on that.
Yeah, I was worried there that we weren't going to get anything.
But, I mean, this Apache's offense is so close.
Yeah, the Apaches barely got that field goal there. We're lucky that we did. It's now 6-3. We're very close. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting there.
Yep. All right. Now we get to see the kickoff, and hopefully Christian Reyes can boot afar. Nobody on the right side. Might want to boot it away really quickly and exploit it. There's still somebody running on the field.
Let's hope our guys capitalize on that.
And it's gone.
Here.
Phantoms were able to get in position.
Here's kick.
Booted away by Reyes. Wow, that is a bomb.
That is.
Wow.
That guy's quite a leg on him.
Yeah, I mean, being able to start the ball from the 20 every time is a good feeling. I mean, Christian Reyes has a complete boot.
With a kick like that, I can see why the Apache staff is excited about their new kicker.
And but you know what? We did not miss him that much last week. I think Frankie did a solid job. I think he
Yeah, that Apache offense did not even need him. They were on fire last week.
But we could see that this Cathedral team can be beaten. I mean, we did something we didn't do last year. We got on the board, and another big run by big running back Terrence Williams.
Looks like some fighting going on.
Yeah, 55
on the
looking to get even.
Tensions are rising here, folks.
Yeah, 54 Jake Metters looking to get inside that hole.
Like a handoff play going right up the middle.
And solid job right there. Number 50.
Good news for us Apaches. This defense seems to be holding together pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, we really don't talk about him enough, but Jake Metters is the real leader of this Apache defense, and has been solid. Both last game and this first half. He really takes up. I mean, having a guy take up 2 guys every time a run play happens is always helpful, because that means that there's always going to be one man that's untouched.
Yeah, a guy like that, talent like that, he's a real steal.
He is. And one thing he does great is being able to keep his head up and seeing where the running back goes.
Yeah, Matt, you can't teach brain.
Nope. And Jake is actually an exceptional student himself, having a 3.5 GPA at Arcadia, and swallowed
by
whole.
the defense.
Looks like that was number 64. And unsportsmanlike conduct.
There's a flag on that play, looks like.
Keith, number 64, coming in there on the play, broke through, junior defensive end, listed at 5'10", 210 pounds, and showing that we don't need the biggest guys to get through this Phantom offensive line.
And this Phantoms team, Matt, they are some big guys.
Yeah. Wow. Stephen Wright is man. He is a true man.
I was checking out their roster earlier, and I'd have to guess the average height of their players is at least 6 feet tall.
Yeah. Stephen Wright's listed here at 6'4", 280.
That is massive.
I mean, that's a legit defensive lineman in the NFL. That's a legit defensive end. That's probably closer to a Myles Garrett.
No amount of training is going to make you that big.
Yeah.
That is a gift.
That's God springing a little lucky on.
He's telling you, you got a career in this. Make it work. He snapped Garrett to his right side. Pass looks good.
Yeah, caught by Contreras. And it looks like for this game, Contreras has been his favorite target. Every pass to him has been very successful.
Frankie's quietly been getting these yards for the Apaches throughout this game.
Yeah. I mean, he's been a key factor on these short kind of 6-and-out plays and these screen plays. The most important part is that these Apaches receivers are physical, so when you're setting up these screen plays, they're able to block, and that's not something we saw last year.
Apaches will pick up 9 yards on that last play, bring it to 2nd and 1.
Solid job.
After that last field goal, it looked like they know exactly what they need to do. They're getting right back into it.
And Guerra on the run looks like it was an option.
Doesn't look like it's good for much.
No, looks like they didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to be 3rd and 1. Yeah, big Stephen right there on the play. Coach AJ cannot rave more about this kid, and it's going to be interesting to see where he makes his decision to go. Is he going to join Nick Saban, or is he going to fight on? All right, looks like it's going to be a QB sneak and a fumble. Hopefully he was able to get a first. He was able to get a few yards or a yard.
Looks like and the come up with it.
First down. Fumbled it right there, but was able to get the ball back. And
not
just
the most conventional way to get a first down, but it'll work.
A little sloppy, but we'll get through it. And we still haven't mentioned Jabari Kendall, who was a huge factor in last week's game, and Dylan Wright.
Yeah, Jabari's stats don't quite reflect of how well the game he was playing last week. A lot of his touchdowns did get recalled.
I think 2 of them did. Garrett Scrolly
sack far
and
back.
And not the way we wanted to start
down.
That. Looks like it gets back up. 3 Cathedral Phantoms on the play right there. And this
Guerra just had no chance by himself.
Yeah, that's the second time we've seen Guerra kind of go see some guys coming and take a sack and kind of have that sack be 10 yards instead of 5 or 6, because that's a first down. I mean, you throw that ball away, you still have 2 downs.
Exactly. Guerra's just running as far back, trying to get away, but it's no good.
For whatever was going to come out of that play, it was not worth going 10 yards back. Bevel's a motion.
Apaches again at 2nd and 20 for the second time this game.
Yeah, nobody back there with Guerra. We have a trips right, and then we see Bevel lined up all the way at the bottom of the screen on the right.
I'm starting to get some flashbacks here, Matt.
Looks like they're going to be
dropping back. Pass.
And number 13, Ahmad Lipscomb.
Good for a few yards there, looks like.
All right, and we see a one-on-one matchup with Roski at the top left. Might want to exploit that. There's no safety for help, and he goes into cornerback drops back a couple yards, and that's a false start.
All on the field right here.
And it's going to be 3rd and 17 now, as obvious as can be. And hopefully we can at least get this back in the field goal range to tie the ball game up.
Too often we've been giving those yards we earn right back, Matt.
Exactly. And it's always on these. I mean, these 3rd down penalties are killing us.
And we always give them back, even after we're back behind 10 yards. We're back 3rd and 17 right now.
And just imagine how we'd be doing if we weren't shooting ourselves.
I'll tell you what, this score would be a lot different.
Yeah. Trips left, Dylan in the gun, Bevel by his side, and on the bottom right, the one-on-one matchup seems to be Jabari Kendall. Bevel switches sides, looks like he's going to pick up a block. Dylan moves up and nowhere.
Failing Guerra again.
Bevel has his helmet knocked off.
Once again, sacked behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't know if they might have to punt it right now. Offense staying on the field.
Very worrying
and
here.
Not sure why, because you could easily they might actually have Guerra punt it. They might, Davila did this a bunch last year, is pick up the ball and just boot it away. Yep. And a kick right there by Guerra.
Not looking too good here. I'm worrying that all that momentum was gone after that last field goal.
Yeah. I mean, but you know what? Not a bad position to be in. They pretty much just have to stop Cathedral from scoring again. But the problem is Cathedral is getting the ball back in the second half.
Yeah, it's a real Well, disappointing way to describe this game. They're not doing quite amazing, but you know.
You know what? They're hanging in.
They're hanging in there.
Because, I mean, I think we're kind of used to the LaSalle game. And at the LaSalle game, I mean, we blew them out of the water.
Yeah, Cathedral is not LaSalle. We got to get used to this new team.
Nobody is expecting us to win this. And Haywood, scrolling, throws it, gets rid of it, and goes nowhere. Solid coverage everywhere from this Apaches defense. The Mars Rover, Torrey Brumfield, or how he likes to be called now, Lil Tic Tac, everywhere on the play. And
flag.
Yep, flag comes out. Some jawing. Don't know who it's on.
Not quite sure what happened right there.
I mean, he's moving backwards, so that looks good. And wow.
Somehow we're getting some yards here. This game is really back and forth here, Matt.
Yeah. I mean, now Cathedral takes their turn of shooting themselves in the foot, and it looks like it's on the looks like it's about on the 2-yard line. I mean, pretty far back.
Both teams seem to have having a bit of hard time capitalizing this game.
I mean, hopefully, see, this is where we need a big guy like Dorset in there who could hopefully cause a fumble right now.
Yeah, Apaches are definitely missing a piece of their machine today.
Dorset's a huge part of that machine. But one thing we see him, we don't see him sulking on the bench like we would have saw if, not from him particularly, but anybody from last year, if they got ejected, they would sulk and not come back. But run by Terrence Williams.
Yeah, Dorset may not be playing anymore, but he's still definitely in this game as much as anyone else.
And that's what we need. 3rd and
25.
Yeah,
looks like.
or it was 25 before the play.
Maybe more.
Yeah, the 10-yard, 15-yard personal foul made it 3rd and 25.
3rd and 21 right now.
Yeah, gain of 4 on the play by Terrence Williams.
Cathedral still got a long ways to go.
Terrence Williams not having, I mean, at least right now, Apaches are doing a good job containing him. Hopefully they can get a stop right here. And another run play to Terrence Williams and chopping the tree.
Looks like he manages to get some yards there.
Yeah, probably looks like it was 8 to 12.
Bring to 4th and 13.
Yeah,
for
solid play. I mean, but they're chopping the tree, and now we get to see Rolandus Winter doing what he does best. I think the most accurate description is most likely Deshaun Jackson. I mean, both of them just have that breakaway speed, and both of them just the ball skills of kind of knowing when and when not to return it, because usually sometimes when it seems like Rowe shouldn't and there's guys within 5 yards of him and still hasn't picked up the ball off the ground, he still will take it. And an okay punt.
Looks like he's ball might have gotten deflected on the helmet or something.
Roski fakes me out. Dylan Wright, number 4 right there, meeting an old friend.
Looks like that ball may have taken an unnatural trajectory.
Yeah.
Went straight up in the air.
And with 1:42, Apaches need to get on the board right now. They're already on the board, but they need to take the lead.
Each team is just chipping away at each other.
But it seems like our Apaches are kind of coming forward and coming through it.
I think either of these teams is right on the verge of breaking out here, Matt.
Yeah. I mean, this is where we need to get the passing game going.
I think right now it's a strong matter of holding that momentum over through halftime, because the second half might prove very different from this first one here.
Exactly. We can see all offensive.
This back and forth chess match can't go on forever.
And Roski takes it up. DeMarco Moore takes it upfield. Takes a big hit, but a solid play.
Good pass for the Apaches. Good run.
Yeah. And as we're winding away on this first half, we want to once again remind about the interview segment that we have with Jabari. Even though we haven't mentioned his name much tonight, great player, and we get to see him. We get to see more of him. And a solid catch by Frankie Contreras.
Good pass there by Dylan Guerra.
Yeah, on the run, perfect.
Trusting in his receivers.
Yeah, look in the arm strength and the accuracy.
You know, Matt, he's a baseball player too.
Yeah, and we can really see it.
He's showing it off here tonight.
Yeah, Lemus loves it when all of his great baseball players play football. Him and Chris.
Oh yeah. When all his starters are over here playing good old tackle football.
Yeah. Second on 1 and play, 9-yard gain. Garrett looking to pass again, looking to his left, now looking to his right, scrolling.
Long pass.
And
looks incomplete.
broken up. And we just can, I mean, when we can see like our Apaches chipping away.
Yeah, they're right on the edge, Matt, and they have been for this entire game.
And I mean, we have to expect Garrett to pass again just to make sure the clock doesn't keep on going.
He's made a lot of long passes tonight. Each one's just right there.
Yeah.
So close. Seems like someone from Cathedral is just right at the receiver.
And a run, actually.
Right up the middle.
Not expecting that. Not sure how many timeouts we have left. Maybe. I mean, goes for a first and 10. Hard to see where the Apaches are on the field.
Not quite sure where they are, but they're definitely close to that end zone right now.
Looks like they're on the 6-yard line.
And they got about a minute left in this quarter. They got to make it happen now.
And timeout on Cathedral Phantoms, getting a little bit nervous. Apaches have the Phantoms right on their heels.
Yeah, they're getting close here. Touchdown will put Arcadia in the lead.
Yeah.
And going into halftime, that's huge.
Especially since we're not getting the ball back. The worst thing that could happen right now is a turnover, and God forbid the Phantom score, and then they get the ball back again. But not sure that would happen.
Yeah, the minimum Arcadia can do right here is score 1 touchdown, just hold out the rest of the game as they have been.
A heck of a game so far. I mean, this is not what we were expecting. I mean, these are two heavy offensive teams, but we see that the Phantoms have a weaker offense this year. There's a reason they're going more smash mouth.
Yeah, I was definitely expecting this game to be closer than last year, Matt, but definitely not this close.
Yeah.
And for so long, too. Even if Arcadia doesn't go for this touchdown here, they can still try and tie it up with a field goal.
And we saw Christian Reyes is able to make it from 35 to 40. Pretty sure I'm pretty sure that's a chip shot. And it's a pitch, and Roski has the ball. Hopefully he can make it back to the line of scrimmage and gets out of bounds. Might have been looking to pass it right there. It looks like Dylan Wright was
quite sure what was going on.
It was an end around added with the pitch it was a double end around, and just nothing really happened. But there was guys in the end zone, so maybe they wanted Roski to throw it.
Looks like a bit of confusion on that last play. No one was quite on the same page.
Look, the pitch looked very awkward. And a loss of a ton. Not what we wanted.
Again, Apache's far back on a second down. 2nd and 19 looks like over here.
Garrett back, scrolling to his left. Nothing. Oh,
long pass.
And it looks like it's good. And, another solid play, broken up. All right, and a 3rd and 19. Hopefully our Apaches can at least get a field goal out of this. You might see them go back up the middle and then call a timeout just to get better position. But nope, I'm wrong. Pass play. Garrett looking to the middle of the field.
Pass
and
good.
Touchdown,
Apaches.
Apaches.
First touchdown, ladies and gentlemen.
Pencilhead, asparagus body, also known as Dylan Wright, on the touchdown.
2 full quarters, and they finally break through. That puts the score at 9-6 Apaches. Looks like a flag on the play, actually.
And hopefully it's just unsportsmanlike conduct.
Hopefully none of our Apaches
hopefully that 9 stays on the board.
This is not the time to be losing that touchdown, Matt.
Looks like the special teams is out there because we see number 32 transfer from LaSalle, Christian Reyes. Already has a field goal in the day. And a solid punt. But wow, I mean, we see the middle of the field exposed. These Cathedral Phantom linebackers are coming in close, and the middle of the field is wide open. I mentioned that earlier when we weren't able to expose that, but with these how good these receivers are, a safety is going to need to pick them up, and there's nobody to worry about once you beat your guy on that post route.
All right, looks like we're going to keep that touchdown. Apache's going to go for an extra point here.
Looks like a penalty. Not sure. Looks like the penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. And Frankie on the hold, Reyes with the kick, and it is good. 10-3 or 10-6 Apaches. We have the momentum we wanted heading into the second half.
Arcadia offense finally breaking through at the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, firing on all cylinders.
At minimum, all they got to do now is just play defense. And we have that lead.
Yeah. And we see the sideline hyped as ever. Jabari rattling these guys up.
This might be the first time Arcadia's had a lead on Cathedral in what might be years, Matt.
I mean, I don't even know the last time they played. And here we have the Foothill Credit Union. Thank you for sponsoring us.
All these away games for Arcadia High football would not be possible without Foothill Credit Union. So again, thank you.
Thank you. And exactly what we needed. Dylan Wright goes across the middle of the field on a post route, comes up with the bag. And finally, and I mean, I've been kind of mentioning it throughout the game, but this line of the Phantoms is just too much for these Apaches. And we have 52 seconds to make sure that the Phantoms do not score. Last kick, Christian Reyes was able to boot it into the end zone. So hopefully Cathedral will have to go 80 yards in 52 seconds, but you never know.
Yeah, not much time left here in the second quarter.
And big boot. Jordan on the recovery. Number 22 is right there. And
breaks through.
Shakes and bakes a little, but the only thing he's using is clock. And now with 43 seconds left, Apaches are going to have to stop them from going, it looks like maybe 65 yards. And Jordan down on the field, Skimpy getting up, has to jump off the field, limping on one leg. Not a good sign for these Phantoms.
Yeah, Arcadia definitely has the momentum right now, and they definitely got to keep it going. This close to the end of the first half, Arcadia holds this momentum into the third quarter, then that W is just looking sweeter and sweeter.
One thing we have to keep on doing is shutting down number 9, Terrence Williams. And Haywood back, looking to the middle of the field, and
pass is no good.
Looks like it. Jake Metters is able to deflect it with the back of his leg. I mean, just kind of right place at the right time. Jake always knows where to be.
Yeah, real heads-up player, that guy.
Incidental deflection.
About 39 seconds left here in the first half.
But I mean, at least it was an incomplete pass, so the clock stops. Looking to the middle of the field once again.
Pass, no one there.
And that's going to be a pass interference on 54, Jake Metters.
There's a flag.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this isn't the 7-on-7s anymore where Jake can't get away with routing people. We see Jake give the running back a quick shove who is coming across the middle of the field, and he's going to get called for that.
Yeah, definitely got to be a bit more careful here, especially with a team like Cathedral.
Mm-hmm. I mean, coaches are mad about it, but what do you expect?
Hey, Jake!
It did look like it was under 5 yards, and if it were, it was before 5 yards.
Apaches will lose some yards on that play, but with 36 seconds left in the half, hopefully it will prove not to be too damaging.
Oh, well, all right, but now it's 1st and 10 for the Phantoms. We also don't want them kicking a field goal. Man in motion. And looking towards the middle of the field.
Almost intercepted by Widener.
Whitner was already seeing his caption for Instagram after the game before he caught the ball.
He saw it right there, but he just took his eye off that ball for one split second too long.
I mean, way to be at the right, a good place to be at the right time.
Yeah, right spot, right time. Didn't quite execute though.
Nope. I mean, but that's the play you got to come up with. It could be 17-6 right now.
This game could have just gotten
pretty ugly
better for the Apaches.
but we've seen that this passing game is being exposed.
Long pass.
And
almost
on
intercepted again.
Frozone or asparagus body, Dylan Wright, almost there on the play.
Almost as if Cathedral's trying to give us these interceptions.
But I mean, this Cathedral offense is getting exposed. They're looking weak without Bryce Young, and especially the receiving core. I mean, their receiving core is gone. Jabari and Ahmad were huge for this offense last year.
Yeah, this Phantom offense is definitely slipping, even from the beginning of the game. They scored that 6 points and nothing since.
Yeah, and see, here we have a run right now. Hopefully, that's going to be is that going to be a late hit?
Looks like there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, it's going to be a late. Oh, flag. Oh, I thought it was going to be a flag on Jake Metters on the tackle right there. It looked like it could have been a late hit. Hopefully that's not against the Apaches, putting them in field goal range. And it's going to be a chop. Not sure.
The Apache will lose 10 yards on that play.
Going 10 yards forward.
Maybe 21 seconds left in this half, but we can only lose so many yards here.
A pass interference, and now not really sure what that was. But 2 key penalties on the play right now, putting them in easy field goal range. But it looks like this Phantoms offense is going to be aggressive and go for the big 6. Might be going back to running back Terrence Williams, number 9. He's got to chop the tree right now. Looking back to pass. Has all day to throw.
Long pass.
Let's go, and it looks like it was a touchdown by the Phantoms.
In under a minute, looks like these Phantoms have not only come back to the Apaches, but taken the lead.
Not a touchdown, excuse me, down on the 1-yard line, if that.
Well, on the 1-yard line?
Yeah. You
You
never know. Lucky. This is 50-50. Because if this is where you got to send the house to stop Terrence Williams, and you got to trust your corners. But Terrence Williams is Terrence Williams is in the game right now. It's going to be a QB sneak, and
it's like a flag.
Offsides on Apaches, which really it isn't going to do anything. I mean, you only move it halfway distance to the goal line. It's a difference of a couple inches. And
about 9 seconds left here in this
half. 9
half.
seconds left.
The Phantoms are dangerously close to taking the lead.
I mean, this could be the last play of the second half. And this is not the moment.
The next 9 seconds could just decide the rest of the game here, Matt. Looks like Cathedral's back up ready for offense. Apache running out now.
Hopefully, I mean, you just got to send the biggest bodies inside because I mean, this is okay. Which team is more physical? And Phantoms are bigger, but they don't know the size of the heart of these Apaches.
Apaches just got to stop
and it's
right now.
right in.
Cathedral's going to get that touchdown. Looks like
take the lead. Going to be 12-10 right now. Not sure if they're going to go for 2 or if they're going to throw in the field goal unit. But you know what? These Phantoms have been on their heels. And it looks like this is not an impossible team to beat.
In under a minute, they've come back and taken the lead, Matt. And what I thought might have been the end of the half.
Yeah. But you know what? I mean, we saw four blown opportunities. There was what could have been 2 interceptions that were dropped and 2 big penalties.
Almost like Arcadia kept forgetting they got to play defense.
Yeah. Haywood giving it away, and looks like he does not get in. Denied. 12-10. And we see number 7, Torrey Brumfield on the tackle.
Cathedral will not get that extra 2 points on that play.
A little tic-tac.
Arcadia does give up that touchdown, they do manage to stop the 2-point
I
conversion.
mean, Haywood throws a dime. I mean, Haywood might not have the best stats right now, but he has a spiral that's second to none.
That was a fantastic pass.
Yeah. And it even looked like there was some PI on the play as well. Looks like it was Franco on the catch on the touchdown right there. But we don't see anybody dropping their heads. I mean, they know the Apaches know that they're still in this.
This game is going back and forth. They know they can come right back as soon as the third quarter starts. This is anyone's game right now.
Definitely. And hopefully there we get to see DeMarco or Roski return it. And they're going to boot.
Kick down
Hopefully
to the right.
It goes out of bounds.
Looks out of bounds. And a
goes
flag.
out, which is not the worst thing that could happen because, I mean, this sets them up for a big bomb. Looks like it's going to be on it's either the Apaches 40 or the Cathedral 40. And it's going to be a re-kick. I mean, that means they want Roski to return it. I mean, I believe depends if Roski or DeMarco touches the ball, they're going to be the last person. Or you could see a shoots and ladder. But they might have Roski just try and take this back to the house. Coach is motioning the returners, DeMarco Moore and Roland Swinner, number 1 and 2, to come up.
Apache's looking to do everything they can here in the remaining half.
All right, and a reboot. Let's see if Apaches could get something.
Good kick from Phantoms.
Yeah. Hopefully some football gods have some luck in mind. And it's going to the middle of the field.
Whitener's
Roland
got the
Swinner
ball.
to recover. And let's see if Phantoms gets past one.
Made his way
gets
through
past
the
another.
defense.
And
Taken down around the 50, right in dead center.
No, nothing's going to happen out of that. And a well-played second half by the Apaches. We're down 12-10.
Yeah, that was quite the half, ladies and gentlemen. We've already seen a few fights. One of our guys is already ejected.
Dorsett Manning.
Yeah, it was quite the half. And now we're going to take you down to an interview with Claire on the field. Sorry for that. We will not be an interview. Those players got to get back in the locker room, get their heads in the game. For now, that'll conclude our half.
And now we get to see an interview segment between me and Jabari Kindle, number 3. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you next half. Welcome to our Apache News live stream halftime show. I'm with Jabari Kindle, number 3, our wide receiver, who had an amazing game against LaSalle last week. And right now, we're about to get to know him a little bit more. So Jabari, coming into Arcadia from Cathedral, what was that like? What does this team mean to you, and just kind of how do you feel being here?
Well, the transition from Cathedral to Arcadia, it was definitely a big change, you know. Cathedral being a smaller school, 800 students, it's an all-boys school. So it's definitely a very different, but it's nothing we can't adjust to. You know, me, Ahmad, and Dylan, we all transferred over here. And it's, we're definitely proud to be over here. We're glad to be over here. This season, this team, I feel like we're really confident this year. We got a good group of guys, you know, a good group of athletes. We got a good group of linemen as well. So I feel like we can get the job done, you know. I've always seen Arcadia go far in the playoffs or goes to the second round in the playoffs, but never really get it done. And I feel like with this group this year, we could get it done.
Nice. So coming into this year, the appeal that Arcadia has the last couple of years is that they're really good, and when they get to the playoffs, they can't put anything together. How are you and some of the other guys looking to fix that? What mistakes have you seen being made, and what are you going to do to fix them?
This year we plan on finishing. You know, like a big issue I feel like with teams is they don't finish. We plan on doing everything 100%, going hard at everything, and just finishing all the way this year.
Nice. All right, and going into a little bit personally, where did football start for you?
Me personally, football, it started when I was about, I want to say, 3 years old. My older brothers, they always play football, and I wanted to play football. I used to see Reggie Bush play at USC.
Fight on.
Yeah, and I used to want to play running back, so I always played football. Football definitely means a lot to me. It's a way I can express myself. You know, sometimes I don't like talking a lot, so I can go out and play football and relieve my anger, just go run some routes and do stuff like that.
You do pretty well to express yourself.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. All right. And offers-wise, who has offered you so far, and who are you talking to?
Right now, I currently hold offers from UNLV and Hawaii.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Right now, those two schools are showing a lot of love right now. They're texting me, you know, telling me everything. Those are pretty high on my list actually. San Jose State, they also talk to me. Wyoming, Nevada, those are some schools that are showing interest as well. Pac-12 schools, Washington, they're showing some love. Washington State, definitely want to visit some of those.
Hopefully you could join one of your former teammates, Hunter Equals at USC.
Yes, sir. He's real nice.
Yeah. So what is that like going into the culture of you're seeing guys signed to USC? Jameer Calvin went to Washington State, former Cathedral wide receiver. Is that something where you saw and they kind of put you under their wing? What is the culture like at Cathedral when it comes to these older guys who are at the top of their rank and the younger guys on the team?
Those dudes definitely took me under their wing. Jameer at Washington, Eric's, he's at Oregon State, Jeffrey Manning, some other dudes. They definitely took me under their wing. When I was at receiver, Jameer used to be on us all the time about finishing, going full speed, different things like that. Just little things like catching it, which way you flip your hands with, stuff like that. So I think he was definitely a big impact on the football player I am today.
Now, is that something you're doing with the younger guys, such as like a Omar Lopez or like a Chris Wilson on the team? How are you using what Jameer did and putting that into the Arcadia culture?
I definitely want to pass down the knowledge. So I'm always on those guys too. It might seem like I'm mean at them sometimes, but I really just want the best for them. I'm telling dudes to finish and catch the ball with two hands and stuff like that. Go at it with two hands because, you know, not all the time you don't have everything right. So I'm just trying to perfect their game as well as perfect mine.
Nice. All right, so now we get to the fun questions. All right, who is the worst and sorriest fits on the team?
Oh, let's see. I'm going to have to say Bevel. Bevel, he wear the sweatshorts with the cut shirt. I don't know. Bevel, he just no socks, mismatched socks. I don't know. He don't be having it down some days.
What about the waves? Who has the best waves on the team?
I'm gonna say Tori, and Oscar when he got a cut. Oscar don't be having a cut like
Oscar's
that.
nappy right now.
Yeah, Oscar be looking messed up, tore up sometimes. You feel me? No shade, nothing like that. But Oscar and Tori definitely got the difference.
Tori got the differs.
Oh yeah.
All right, who is the funniest on the team?
I'm gonna have to give that to my guy Dill. Man, Dylan, man, that's my guy. You know, MTF, that's my guy though. He got all the jokes. He's always bagging. He's always mad at somebody. You know him, pencil neck. That's what we call him.
That's funny. So can you talk a little bit more about MTF and what that means to you?
So MTF, you know, that's meal ticket family. What it means, we're trying to get $1 million ticket. So me and my brothers, some other brothers at Cathedral, they graduated in the class of 2018. We came up with this group where we trying to get $1 million ticket. You know, they coming up with their music. Shout out MTF again, you know. They come up with their music and stuff like that, but this means a lot to me. We pushing it, and we MTF sports, everything. We just trying to get $1 million, you know, but the legal way, the right way.
So how are Dorset's bars? Could Dorset get into MTF?
Oh yeah, Dorset, he got his good bars. Dorset, he definitely a good rapper. Definitely.
Yeah, we got to shout out Lil Doherty right now.
Thank you. Shout out Lil Doherty, you feel me? Dorset, he stay on track. SBG kid, all that.
All right, and what's your main motivation for football? What are you really doing this for?
Right now, my main motivation, definitely God first, and then my mom second. Like, I don't want to have to see her pay for anything, you know, when I'm able to. Right now, she doesn't ask that much of me. She asks me to go to school, get good grades, and that's it, play football, you know. So when I'm able to put her in the position to where she doesn't have to work, she doesn't have to do anything, I'm definitely trying to do that for her.
All right, thank you. Sounds good. We're going to be looking forward to the rest of the season. All right, now we get to continue the half.
Dude, kill a tauntaun. That always helps.
I'm gonna kick it off the tee.
So once we get to one. Nick, here. I was gonna say that. No, thank God.
Oh my God, we have a
kickoff right now.
Hey, right here, right now. Right here, right now.
Nigga, fuck the graveyard, nigga. No Apaches down.
No Apaches now, right here, right now.
Hey, watch out, watch out.
Drop your butt, lean, man. Lean up. Doesn't matter if you fall on your face, man. Lean forward.
Thank you for waiting for that last halftime. And that first half was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
what do you think
was.
went right for us in that first half, Matt?
I think our passing game was really solid. We saw Dylan Garrett being able to throw on the run. A couple mistakes here and there, not knowing when to take the sack or throw the ball away. Difference on a couple plays of 5 and 20 yard and a 10-yard loss. But you know what? We're looking forward heading into the second half. This Apaches offense is looking much more smooth. They came out on a 3-and-out, and we thought this game was going to get off to a rough start and look more like last year. But we're looking good so far, and I think we could come back from this 2-point deficit. All right, see ya.
After that first half, Cathedral came right out of the gates. They came swinging. They got that 6 points early on, but Arcadia was hanging in there right behind them. They were going back and forth. They finally scored that field goal, and just at the end of the second quarter, Apaches managed to get that last touchdown, make it 10-6. But in under a minute, Cathedral actually came back even harder, and now it's 12-10. Cathedral on top.
Yeah, Christian Ray is looking to boot it away. Has had solid kicks all game. Hopefully he can put it in the end zone. Boots it away, and it looks like a good one. And dropped.
Just slipped through the receiver's fingers, looks like.
Yeah, so a lot of reassurance going into the second half with the fact that there's not some big uproaring, crowd cheering, 80-yard kick return touchdown. Because that is where these Cathedral fans score most, is that when you have, these guys just have so much talent. When you put them in one-on-one situations and it's mano-a-mano, those guys will usually win.
Yeah, it's just so close here, Matt. I mean, look at the score. 12-10. I was not expecting that from this game.
We're expecting a high offense game.
This game is just all defense.
Last week, Terrence Williams shined for this Cathedral offense, but the Apaches are able to stop him. Looks like he will take it up the middle and take solid gain.
Real big guy. The Apaches managed to stop him.
Yeah, 7 on the gain, 2nd and 3. And we just have to be able to get to him early and chop the tree down around the line of scrimmage, because that's where they're able to kill us. I feel confident in the Apaches coverage game and stopped around the line of scrimmage, and solid job right there.
Apache defense looks like it's stopping the Cathedral offense in their tracks.
Now it's going to be a 3rd and 1. And might just go back to Williams for the 3rd play in a row. I don't see why not. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And Apaches were blitzing the whole time, and Metters and Wilson jump off sides.
Apaches definitely going to lose some yards on that play.
Yep. Going to be encroachment, going to be a first down. Went forward 5 yards. Going forward 5 yards.
Third quarter just started, and the Apaches already seem to be giving up some yards.
And another big event of the first half, and it happened in the first quarter, was Dorset Manning, number 52, holding an offer to Howard University, was ejected. And it's going to be play action, some space, and
nearly intercepted.
batted away by number 4, Dylan Wright. Almost his second pick of the game, two drops.
Yeah,
But
Apaches nearly had 2 interceptions at the end of that second quarter.
But one thing we're doing is exposing this pass game. This is not a strong pass game. This is really not a strong pass game. Even though they scored one of their touchdowns on the pass, I mean, this is something that we can defend, and it's not like they're going to break through for a touchdown any moment. If we're just able to stop Terrence Williams, have our corners stay locked down, then we'll be successful.
Yeah, this Cathedral offense is definitely not untouchable.
Yeah. Hey, moving up,
Hey, we're
Jukes
running
one
in the
guy out
zone.
and able to break a couple tackles.
Looks like he gains a few yards on that play before Apaches got him.
Not a solid job right there. Able to stay on his feet and get 4 yards right there. It's going to be 3rd and 6. And now might even see a run play. Or I'm surprised they haven't thrown Terrence Williams in the flat and have just a lead pass. All right, actually might. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. And we're seeing, gonna be a screen pass, and it does not look like it's gonna go all the way. It's gonna be short. Cathedral most likely gonna go for it.
It's 3rd and 7, and I agree. I think Cathedral definitely has a shot to go for it right now. They're getting closer to that.
They're sending out the punt team. Not sure why, but I mean they must have a lot of trust in it. Hopefully there's no trickery right here. You never know.
Looking to play some defense right now.
I mean Cathedral being on their heels, you gotta expect anything.
But,
and it's
deflected.
Blocked. Just don't touch it. And wow, solid break for the Apaches.
That ball really went anywhere on that play.
Believe it was a 3 and out, and the Apaches are taking the ball from their own 47, 48.
Good spot for the Apache offense starting right here.
Solid spot. We're looking to see Dylan Guerra in the pass game right now.
Good sit on defense right there. They got the ball away from Cathedral pretty quickly. Now they're starting almost at the 50.
Dylan Wright is kind of in a no-fly zone himself. I mean, he really has had an exceptional game. 2 pass deflections. But now we hopefully can see the Apaches offense just break out. And we've noticed that they, toward later in the game, they get better.
Only time will tell if the second half will be a repeat of the first or a complete breakout.
Tory Brumfield in the back. Might be a blocking back here. Dylan, and a
Garrett.
bad snap.
Bad snap.
Just falling it.
Garrett smothers the ball.
Not the way we wanted to start, but it's going to be 2nd and 15 now. Or, 2nd and 18. You're already in the shotgun, so anything that gets past you is going to be a huge loss.
Yeah, again, Apache's losing some serious yards on that first down, making it 2nd.
All right, hopefully, down wasted right there, which we can't have. But we see Brumfield go out of motion. Now all the way on the right side. And they might be setting up for a screen. Going to be
looks like a flag.
Flag on the Apaches.
Apaches give up more yards.
Illegal delay of game. Now it's going to be 2nd and 21. Not how the Apaches wanted to start. Coach Maxey furious.
Too many times this game have we seen 2nd and 20, 2nd and 21.
And the worst part is about these penalties is that these aren't in the play where it's like a 50-50, it's a pass interference. These are all before the snap.
Coach giving the offensive line a quick talking to, sending him back out now.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to see a run right now. It would surprise me just for how many yards they lost. I mean, I don't think they haven't had much success on the ground. And DeMarco Moore goes out on the flat, goes out in motion. And
another flag.
But is that going to be? Yep.
On Cathedral this time.
Yeah, Cathedral jumps the gun.
Good news for
And
the
that's
Apaches.
and so get some yards back. 2nd and 16 now.
I'm already seeing a lot of the first half and the second half here, Matt. Back and forth already.
And this is, I mean, these are really even teams. I just feel like the Apaches just need one big deep play to go right for them, and that'll be a huge shift of momentums.
Yeah, this game is exceeding every expectation I've had.
Ahmad Lipscomb, screen pass, looks to take it upfield, and gets back to the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be 3rd and 9-ish. Going to be about 3rd and 8. And Ahmad Lipscomb able to come up field and comes towards Max and then heads upfield. We kind of seen that screenplay a lot. Maxie likes to get some blockers out front. That's why he sent DeMarco out in motion.
Yeah, they definitely been using that play a lot tonight.
What happens is when they send DeMarco out to be a receiver, that's kind of a hint that they're going to have a screen.
Incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass. Garrett looking to get Jabari Kindle involved. Just goes nowhere.
Looks like Arcadia is not going to go for it.
Yeah. Good idea to punt it away right now. We've had a lot of success with Christian Reyes.
Yeah, minimize that damage while it's still early in the quarter.
But I mean, you could tell how close the Apaches are to knocking on the door. And it's blocked.
Punt deflected.
And not a good break at all.
Not looking good for Arcadia there.
I mean, are able to recover the ball before the Phantoms are able to get to it. But I mean, you could see that happening from a mile away.
Cathedral looks like it's waking up over there on offense.
We still just gotta chop the tree, Terrence Williams, at the line of scrimmage, and our coverage still has to stay impeccable.
They just gotta chip away as they have been.
Yeah. I mean, this is not gonna be one of those games where like it's back and forth, and then Apaches are gonna break away after one momentum shifting touchdown. I mean, these fans are gonna stay in. There's big expectations this year. The Apaches looking to spoil those. And it's like a handoff to Jordan.
Doesn't really get anywhere.
Eaten alive by number 1, Rolando Swidner, and 54, Jake Metters. No gain, 2nd and 10. So, I mean, this Cathedral offense has been touched, and that wall is breaking down. If it's not number 9 running the ball, then they're not having success.
Yeah, I think both teams have definitely shown that both defensively and offensively, they have vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
And if you just chip away long enough, you can find success.
Mm-hmm. Might go with the play action here. And play action.
Long
Scroll
pass.
across the middle of the field, and
pass is good.
Complete to number 5. Alex Franco, who had a touchdown earlier this game.
That places Cathedral at the 5-yard line.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, Cathedral found the hole in that offense because there was 2 guys right there.
Oh, looks like a flag on the play, actually.
Yeah. And it's going, even better. It's going against the Apaches and moves the chains along even further. Now it's going to look like what's on the 4-yard line. They're just going to have Williams run it in.
Yeah, it looks like Cathedral definitely learned a thing or two from that first half, learning how to chip away at the chinks in the Apache armor.
Definitely. Yeah, personal foul, so that means it had nothing to do with between the actual play. And it's going to be a big run
it.
Torrey Brumfield on the stop.
Doesn't quite get it. Looks like Cathedral gets to the 1-yard line.
I mean, you got to be looking for them to run the exact same play. But yeah, that play action, these Apaches linebackers are creeping up, and that exploits the middle of the field.
Yeah, the Apaches just saw this play, too, at the end of that second quarter.
And
another run play.
Looks like he got it. I mean, you give that guy 1 yard, then it's going to be a touchdown every time. Terrence Williams with the second run of the day, his second 1-yard rushing touchdown, and he's able to get Cathedral on the board with 18. 18-10 lead. 7:08 left in the third quarter. Hard touchdown for the Apaches to swallow, just for how lackluster they came out and lackadaisical on offense to start the second half.
Yeah, Apache defense really looks like it's sleeping start this third quarter here.
And
So
it's a
they're gonna go
pass,
for the 2-point
and
conversion.
wow.
Deflected, no
And
good.
it's
Flag
going
on
to be
the
going
play.
against Roski. And wow.
Arcadia coach is visibly upset by that call.
Wow, you can see how frustrated Ryland's winner is, but he has to stay calm right now because these refs will award them with 15 yards, which would be ensued on the kickoff, eliminating any chance of return, which is what Roski does best. And now, I mean, you could just picture this ball running right through the middle. Him and Jake Metters going straight up.
Both teams going to line up for the play once more.
Wow.
Run again.
And
This time looks like they get it. Puts
exactly what I called. Jake Metters was going to meet him in the middle. And 20-10 Phantoms. This Apaches team looks like they're getting a little bit down right now.
Arcadia's officially need more than one touchdown to get back into this.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting to see how the Apaches are going to be able to stop Terrence Williams. They were able to contain it, but they cannot get tired.
They may be down 20-10, but they're definitely not out of this game quite yet.
Not by any means. I mean, they score right now, get the ball back, score again, they have the lead. It's only a 2-possession game.
Cathedral may have that momentum. The Apaches can definitely come back.
There is no stopping them.
Exactly. The Cathedral defense has shown they can be broken.
Yeah,
We just need to capitalize, stay in the game, not give up those yards.
exactly. All right, hopefully we get to see DeMarco Moore get some action on the field right now. And it's going to be a kick to DeMarco Moore, number 2. Has a lot of momentum heading into it.
10.
Catches it around the 10, looking to head upfield. And
Stopped around the 25-yard line, yeah.
Damn. Actually looked like he had one. I mean, on the right side of the field was completely blank. Ton of turf ahead, so if he was able to break through that, he would have been gone.
He definitely had a shot at getting some good yards right there.
But not a bad start.
Arcadia definitely has some yards to gain or to get that touchdown, but they're still in this. Honestly, these Apaches are just one good pass away from breaking through.
The thing is, we've had all these deep plays just go nowhere. I mean, it's mano-a-mano, and Cathedral keeps on getting the advantage.
So many passes by Dylan Garrow have just been like in and out of the hands of his receivers.
Yeah. But like, you could tell that they're close just by getting these one-on-ones. And Frankie in the gun, and it's going to be a keep.
We go right up the middle. Looks like it's good for a few yards.
Yeah, looks like about 4 yards. Going to be 2nd and 6. Jabari going in motion.
Decent play over there by the offense.
And talking with Maxie before the season started, he did mention some Wildcat was going to be used. And he said Frankie was going to be manning the Wildcat, and we're seeing it right now. Doesn't look like Dylan Garris to be found on the field. Frankie did play quarterback freshman year, back in the gun.
Yeah, number 12 noticeably absent.
And
pass is
dropped.
no good.
Looks like number 13, Ahmad Lipscomb, who had a couple catches earlier this game, dropped it. Looks like he slipped as well. Third and 7. I mean, I don't understand. Yeah, good to see Dylan back in there.
Yeah,
I mean, you tried it and it didn't work.
Good job on the Apache part, knowing when to get back into in their groove.
And then we see some press coverage right now, which is exactly what these receivers want with the one-on-one matchups.
Dylan to his left.
And
pass is good.
Frankie has a first down.
Definitely free.
Frankie Contreras looks to be his number 1 target.
Looks good for a first down right there.
Going into the season, Frankie has shown out at a lot of 7-on-7s, but because of his size, has not earned himself an offer.
Yeah, like you were saying earlier, Matt, there's a lot of cameras there, and that's not just us.
Yeah.
Lots of press coverage in this game. This is a highly contested, highly watched game we have going on right now.
Yeah, future USC quarterback
Exactly.
played last year here. And Roski goes in, and Frankie keeps it, but not much there. Swallowed by Stephen Wright.
Barely gets over the line of scrimmage, looks like.
Oh, and it's getting chippy. Not sure what the
flag on the play for that one.
Yeah, flag on the play, and down Cathedral, man. Looks like it's going.
Looks like he might need some help off field, maybe.
Dylan Wright on the personal foul.
Looks like trainers are out there looking at their
Yeah.
man.
Doesn't look like Dylan was involved with that. But and we could hear the players from the bleachers right now talking to each other, and they're hyped up right now. Roski's trying to lead them in.
Yeah, these Apaches, they know they're
Yeah.
still in the game. They know they're right there.
And with a bad safety, they're really opening up the passing game right now. I mean, hopefully he's able to return. He's healthy, but with a second string safety in, Coach Maxey might have to exploit that.
Looks like they're helping the man off the field with a bit of a limp.
And he's able to get off the field. Hopefully he's able to make it back.
We just hope he's okay.
Yeah, able to return. But I mean, this is where you really got to expose the deep play. I mean, it's currently third down. Not sure what it is.
Second and 25.
Second and 25.
Apaches definitely lost some yards.
Second
there.
down. You have 2 opportunities to go deep right now. I would, if I was Maxey, I would definitely draw something up. Because we still haven't seen. I mean, we still haven't seen too many one-on-one matchups, and we just got to start going back to those. But I mean, this shows how good these Cathedral corners are.
Yeah, Cathedral definitely putting up a good fight today.
I mean, this isn't LaSalle where every one-on-one matchup is gonna be going Arcadia's way, where they're just gonna be able to get open every single time.
Yeah, each team,
And
new players, new technique. You got to play them differently.
Some more stoppage on the field. It is going to be not sure what it is, if it's clock issues or what.
Looks like no one's losing any yards on that.
Not sure what it is. Anyways, second and 25.
Snap to Kara.
Handoff.
We're at the middle, looks like.
Marco goes up the middle for all right gain. Hopefully almost getting back to the line of
Apaches
scrimmage.
gets some yards, but
Yeah.
not quite enough to make up that 25-yard
No.
gap. They're going to need to make some good passes here in order to get that first down.
I mean, not really sure. I mean, it's kind of getting to that time where you're kind of worried about the clock and coming back. Gotta get the pass game going because it has been cold the second half.
Yeah, definitely getting cooler out here up in the hills.
And with a new safety out there, you got to expose that. Trips left, or trips right. Dylan looking to his right, steps up in the pocket, and runs, but goes nowhere. It's going to be a 3.
Looks like that'll make it 4th down.
Yeah, we see the punt team out once again. At one point, that was looking unstoppable. This Apache's offense has gone cold.
Not looking good for Apache offense. They're definitely quieting down. Don't have that same energy they had before.
I mean, I don't know if the line's getting tired, but I just haven't seen a lot of like 3-step dropbacks where Dylan Guerra's looked comfortable. And Christian Reyes is able to just get that one away. And roughing the kicker might be Arcadia ball, actually. And roughing the kicker, which is going to be Arcadia first down. Roughing the kicker against the Phantoms.
It's good news for the Apaches here.
And we have Max Davila with us right now, who came to watch his former Apaches, and hopefully we're going to be able to set an interview up right now. And so we actually are, and get to talk to Max a little, get his opinion on these Apaches right now. A botched first down right there, but the Max Davila interview is coming right up. Guerra dropping back, looking to throw to Jabari Kindle. Jabari Kindle looking to move upfield and gets his ankles chopped right there.
Looks like the Apaches get a little bit of yards right there. Nothing much, though.
Brings 3rd and 9 on the field right now. And hopefully Guerra's able to get something started. Got to make use of that roughing the kicker, or roughing the punter, excuse me. All right, so we have Max Davila here, former Arcadia High quarterback. Max, what do you think of this upcoming season?
It's looking good. Hopefully I could just do a one and done.
And an interception. Hopefully doesn't take it all the way. Yeah, maybe you're bad luck. Maybe we should give it back to Jeremy. Just kidding. Always good to have you.
Thank you, thank you.
What has been your thoughts on the game so far? How do you think we're looking this season and just in general?
Hopefully they can get their stuff together soon because it's looking kind of rough right now. But I feel like we've been through adversity. We can go through it again, you know. So I believe my former team could pull it out.
I think so. So who have you noticed that were kind of young last year stepping up to the plate?
Definitely Dylan. He had a great game last week, and I was very proud of him. And I taught him a lot last year, and hopefully he can keep it going and keep taking over the reins.
Yeah, that's been the Arcadia culture, is having the older guys teaching the younger guys.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to Jabari during the halftime interview, he was saying guys like Jameer Calvin really helped him out.
Yeah.
Now playing at Washington State.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. All right, so it's always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
All right, good seeing you, man. Good luck with the rest of your college career.
Yes, sir.
Let's see if they go.
Again, that was the voice of Max Davila, former quarterback.
First team all offense last year, and was probably, I think you could say that he was better than Matthew Porras. Crime baby on the couple feet away from us kind of describes the way we're feeling right now.
Yeah,
But,
we're
yeah.
getting close to that point here. Hopefully that won't be us, though.
Yeah. 1st and 10, Phantoms who have sucked the life out of our Apaches. We now see guys sitting on the bench. We see guys getting tired.
So like some Cathedral
And,
players taking
yeah.
a knee out there. Even some
There's
Arcadia players.
There's a hurt Phantom number
Another
15.
Cathedral player down, looks like. Walking off the field on his own, though, which is always good news.
Yeah, interesting to see how kind of just not being able to capitalize on that, because Cathedral came out on offense not looking good the second half. Arcadia was able to get a quick stop and were able to get the ball back with 8 minutes. Haywood
Long pass
stepping
for
back
Haywood.
and
Pass is
touchdown.
good. Another Cathedral touchdown.
Going to be 26-10 Phantoms, and they're starting to pull away. Haywood has shown an absolutely incredible spiral today and has had 3 or 4 plays of 40-plus yards.
Yeah.
And Apaches don't make a move quick. We're going to look at the first loss of the season.
The one difference between Haywood and Guerra is Haywood is actually getting those passes. When he
Yeah.
throws it long, he's getting them.
I mean, they have the one-on-one matchups. There's a lot more space on the Cathedral side.
Cathedral's starting to run away with it now, 26-10.
Yeah.
They about to go for the extra point.
Looking to make this 27-10. Hopefully someone off one of the edges can block it. And just add another guy on the field goal unit on the end right there. And you can already see Roski approaching on the right and gets it. Oh, it looks like it's not good. Oh, it is. Oh, it's good. My bad.
It's good for 27-10. The Apaches were definitely in the game before, but now they're definitely treading water here.
Yeah. Apaches aren't looking solid.
They got to make something happen, and they got to do it now.
Yeah. There has to be some explosive kick return. Cathedral taking all the momentum and the lead, 27-10 right now. Apaches need some fire starter. Hopefully it's going to be Rolandis Woodney or DeMarco Moore on this kickoff.
Yeah, only a few minutes left in this quarter. They got to get hot now. They don't have much time left. They got to start scoring these points. They're down by 17 now because they got to make it happen now. They got to make those passes. They got to stop losing yards. It's got to come together soon.
It could be too late, too soon.
So stay tuned.
And this is the spot that Cathedral thought they were going to be in from the start of the game.
Looks like it's starting to get foggy out here up in the hills of LA.
Yeah.
It's
mixed with some smog.
Definitely that LA traffic beauty.
Yeah.
It's definitely visible in the big
and DeMarco
floodlights.
Moore ready to take it.
Picks the ball around the 15.
Goes to the opposite side. And there's some room.
Starting to
flag
break
on
through.
the
Looks
play,
like a
coming
flag.
back. No matter how big the gain is, it's coming back. Still on the field. Still on his feet.
Down around past the 45, looking at 47.
Got to about the 47-yard line. But that's most likely going to come back. There was a loud crack, and I saw one of our Apaches put their hands up. But not sure if there was anything. Might be offsetting penalties. Looks like there was some closer to where DeMarco picked the ball up versus where he was downed.
Here, Kitty coming in and talks to the coach.
Yeah.
Make up a new game plan for what to do next year.
Yeah.
Hopefully score some
points. That whole big return looks like it might be coming back.
Yeah,
down by 17.
Apache's got a lot of yards on that last run. Hopefully they're able to keep most of them after that flag.
Down by 17. Not a lot of momentum here for our Apaches. Ball on the 33.
Kitty running out of chances to take back that momentum now.
It's either now or never. If they do not score on this next drive, that they will not win the game. They will not have enough time.
Yeah. They need to teach Cathedral. They need to show them their place soon, otherwise they're going to run away with it here.
And what you don't want to see is Cathedral just be kind of forced to run it the whole game because that's their strength right now. Terrence Williams is going to eat up yards. And it looks like there's going to be a re-kick. Ball is going to be moved upwards. So it looks like it's 10 to 15-yard penalty. Ball's moved upwards, so hopefully they're looking to kick this in the end zone. But
Katie getting another shot to get even further this time.
Also, it's going to be much harder to get further.
Not only does Cathedral get another shot to stop them sooner, but Arcadia gets another chance to run it further.
Yeah, so Cathedral looking to down them around the 15 to 20. All right, and kickoff number 2.
This is the second kickoff.
Boots it away, and it's right to DeMarco Moore, hopefully not in the end zone, and it goes out of bounds.
And another flag.
Really clutch right there because that's going to be around where DeMarco would have been if there was no flag on the kick return he just had. So Arcadia takes, hopefully Arcadia can take advantage of a miscue by the Cathedral kicker. Down 17, 2:50 left with, or in the third quarter. We got to see how much heart this Apaches team has and how much the football gods like them.
Yeah, lucky for the Apaches. Looks like after that second kick, they're getting about the same place they were before in the first one.
So this ball is down at the 35.
Nothing much changed.
Yeah. So the plan kind of backfires to decline. Hopefully just something in this passing game can get started again, utilizing other receivers such as Ahmad Lipscomb or Noah Nadavare or number 3, Jabari Kindle. Because it's been like Frankie has been his main guy. And we just haven't seen a lot of Roski today.
Yeah. Garrett's definitely got to mix up who he's throwing to. You know?
Chains move forward. Ball at the 40.
He's got a lot of good guys on his team right here.
This receiver core is second to none in the Pacific League. Oh, my. And the refs taking longer than forever right now to get the game going.
Looks like they're discussing something right now.
Yeah, not
All
sure
refs
what
are
it is.
converging.
Don't really know what it could be since it was just a kickoff that went out of bounds, but
Not seeing a flag or anything either.
yeah.
Looks like
Not sure what's
Apaches
going
lose
on.
some yards on that.
Apaches go back 5. They just
Not sure what happened there.
moved up 5 yards and went back 5 yards, but it wasn't anything the Apaches did wrong. It wasn't because of a penalty.
May
or
have just
anything
been an
related to that.
error on the ref part.
Yeah.
Game finally picks up again.
And DeMarcos,
Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
handoff going straight to him. Dylan Taylor, monster on defense today. I think we mentioned his name about 5 or 6 times, probably as close to seven or 8 total tackles on the game.
Yeah,
But we've seen this Apache run game not go anywhere, and we go to it on first down, which I don't understand.
Yeah, it's not moving anywhere, and I'm
And
not seeing a lot
Garrett
of change.
steps
Garrett
up,
running it.
has a little room to run. Hopefully he can
Almost.
slide right here, first down, and
Looks like
solid
it's good for the
job
first
right
down.
there, yeah.
Good job by Garrett finding that hole.
Garrett goes for 12 to the left side right now. Found some open holes in the defense.
Definitely good heads-up play there.
Yeah, solid job. And now it's at the 50-yard line, right where the big Phantom is, around the nose of the Phantom.
Good play by the Apaches. Let's hope they capitalize on that.
Have to. Still need to see this receiving game go.
Yeah, they can't afford to lose yards right here.
Cannot. We really have to see these receivers just go one-on-one, blitz up the mid. Oh, fake blitz, and
Pass looks good.
DeMarco Moore able to get a couple yards, gets past the line of scrimmage, gets to the 45, 2nd and 5 now.
Slowly chipping away at that
Yeah.
defense.
Hopefully they could be able to score before this quarter ends.
Yeah, they got about a minute 40. It was enough for Cathedral to score that second quarter, and it's definitely enough for the Apaches to score right here as long as they keep pushing hard.
Garrett looking to pass to his right side and sets up. There's Frankie, his
Good for
go-to. Frankie goes towards the middle of the field, and
looks like they get a couple yards on that one.
not sure if it's enough for a first, down at the 39. Might be a 3rd and short. Going to be a 3rd down and about a yard and a half.
Apaches real close getting that first down again.
And we're might see them stack the box, freeing up something up the middle. Hopefully if I was Maxie, I'm going to run a play action because the linebackers are all creeping up, and that's going to lead to the middle of the field being open.
Snap again.
Linebackers go back in the coverage and swallowed whole.
Looks like they're going to lose some yards on that play.
And just completely swallowed by the Phantom Sharks.
There's no help there.
The land Sharks on that Phantom's defense. But going to go for 4th.
About 30 seconds left in this quarter.
I don't know if they're going to. Yeah. I guess this is going to be the last play of the quarter. Have to get something on a 4th and 1.
Apaches going to go for it, get that first down, hopefully.
All I see is Jabari Kindle with tons of room on his right side if he beats the route. And
was right.
Looking there.
Was deep.
And throws it out of bounds.
Just a bit overthrown, inches we're talking.
Yeah, 4th down blown. Wow, there was nothing but space. And
So
that could have been
close right
6.
there. Nothing describes this game better for the Apaches than just so close.
Jabari having the matchup he wants. Dylan sees it right away. But I think that's stuff we need to start doing is exposing, because it's not like that matchup just happened and it just came to be.
It's right there. It's perfect for the taking. Coach is obviously unhappy with that play.
And wow, good spin move by the quarterback. Might not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Apaches do a good job pushing the offense back.
Yeah.
That will conclude the quarter. We'd like to take this opportunity again to thank our sponsors, the Foothill Credit Union, for making this game possible and all other future away games possible. Thank you, Foothill Credit Union.
Heading into the 4th quarter, our Apaches are down 27-10. After a solid first half, only being down 12-10, Phantoms are able to score 2 touchdowns and make the score 27. Jeremy, do you think there's I mean, what do we have to do to be able to come back?
We gotta keep staying aggressive, Matt. We gotta take advantage of all those penalties that go Cathedral's way, and we gotta not give up yards that we have been doing. We've been so many times seeing like 2nd and 20, 2nd and 21, 2nd and 25. We just got to keep going forward instead of backwards because they're right there. Those passes are so close. They're like inches away from making it.
Yep. All right. And it's interesting, like, I mean, sports are always a game of inches, but think about that. Jabari makes the play right there. Or, I mean, we take this back before the second half ends. There was 2 picks that almost happened.
And a long pass like that last one, if that lands, that's getting everyone fired up. That's good for morale right there.
I mean, but that's kind of one where like you take a big shot, but that's a 4th and 1. Do you really want to go for the big bomb right there? You might want to go for a shorter pass.
Arcadia's kind of getting to a point where it looks like they're getting a little desperate here. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be Garrett's play. The coach seemed obviously upset with him for making that throw.
And then going backwards, running, scrolling. Chris Wilson misses and gets upfield. Looks like he gets about 4 yards on the play, making it to the Apache, Cathedral 43. Going to be 2nd and 7 possibly. Not sure where he went out. Going to be about 2nd and 8. So actually, ball at the 37.
Looks like they might have lost some yards, maybe.
Yeah. I guess he stepped out early. Yeah, so lost some yards right there. Went out of bounds early. Draw, takes it up to the left side of the field. Tanzi had some, and looks like he was taken down by a horse collar. Phantom fans want a flag. Going to be 3rd and short. About 3rd and 3.
Yeah, Stan's getting real fired up here now. We're in the 4th quarter.
And not the position our Apaches want to be in.
Yeah, Arcadia definitely needs to make something happen here. The Phantom fans, they smell that victory.
Yeah.
It's really close. It's only 11 minutes away if we don't do anything about it.
That's where Apaches just have to dig deep. And on
looks like Coach Pollocky visibly nervous down there on the sidelines.
Okay, looks like it's going to be 4th and 6, and Cathedral's looking to punt it away to Orlandis Winter. Hopefully we can get a block right now and take it back for a touchdown. And solid jump.
Right to Orlandis.
Orlandis, and a solid block right there, but
there's a flag on the play. Coach is very unhappy with that call.
Yeah, I don't see how that was a flag. They're going to call it on Deontay Bevel.
I'm just seeing more and more frustration coming from this Apache sideline down here.
And Orlandis could have gotten thrown out of the game for right there. I mean, he was clearly out of bounds, and he knew he was out of bounds, and he still went head up.
Yeah, the Apaches already lost earlier this game. They can't afford to lose someone as important as Orlandis, especially when they're down this much. They need every advantage they can get.
So now they're going to be taking the ball from what looks like the 15, or excuse me, at the 20-yard line. Apaches have to do something right now. They're down 3 possessions. I mean, the best thing you can hope for right now is a touchdown and then get the ball back on sides and hopefully score again. Or either get the ball back on sides or a 3 and out.
The Arcadia start playing some small ball. Just get one step at a time. They don't need to score any. They're not going to score 3 touchdowns in the next 5 minutes. They just need to keep one step at a time.
Just got to chip away. You see 4 receivers outright on his throwing arm, or on his throwing side, and the ball goes straight and just nothing there. Noah, number 15, Noah Nadavari on there.
Looks like they might have even lost some yards on that last play.
Looks like it might be 2nd and 11.
Lost 2 yards.
Lost to 2, 2nd and 12. Going to be on the 18-yard line. And we can kind of see this Apache's offense dwindling out.
Yeah, they've definitely lost a lot of that fight they had that first and second quarter.
You know what? You compare this to last year where it was 49-0. These Apaches are in a much better place.
This is definitely achievement after last year's, but it's definitely not the win that they want.
No. But, I mean, it's just a couple things here and there not going the way. 11 right there. Gained 1 yard on the box screen.
Not much fight happening on that last
and
play.
hopefully just Dylan sees something open up with these receivers, but the coverage from these fans has been great. Looking to the left side and is swallowed whole by
Again,
number 9, Stephen Wright.
Sacked by the Cathedral defense.
Going to be a 4-star recruit. Has
They're
earned
just
all the
getting
stars.
No protection out there.
I mean, now we see our punt team out again, and this game's kind of good as over at
Not
this
only
point.
am I seeing a lack of aggression, I'm seeing a lack of focus out there, it looks like.
Yeah. I mean, you really just have to do anything but take a sack right there.
Cathedral's just getting like more aggressive, and Arcadia's just not putting up that fight against them.
And Christian Ray is ready to punt this away. Worst thing that could happen right now is it getting deflected. And
It's a punt.
not a great punt, but able to get it back. And punt being returned.
Take him down pretty fast. Oh, someone
Bevel-
lost their
yeah.
helmet on that play.
Bevel's helmet goes flying.
Looks like he's all right.
Apache's defense goes out onto the field. We're going to see nothing but runs. I'm surprised Terrence Williams isn't in there right now, because he is pure smash mouth, and everything you want to have to run out a quarter.
Makes me wonder if Cathedral's already satisfied with the score they put up.
I think they have, but I mean, nowhere near is this a true blowout. I mean, Apaches were in there for most of it. Just not able to finish.
Yeah, that first half was one of the closest games I've seen. And right here, they looked nothing like that first half.
Yeah, there's just nothing going on the offense. I mean, we haven't scored since the field goal. Franco goes in motion. Jordan takes the ball to the left side and actually gets airborne and tackled by 54 Jake Metters right there.
Good job stopping the Cathedral offense right there. Make it 2nd and 6 for Cathedral.
Franco goes in motion again.
Here's the
Ball
snap.
goes to
Handoff.
Jordan and missed tackle right there
Get
by
to the
Jory
line.
Brumfield and just sprints up.
Looks like it's good for
Yeah.
a first down for Cathedral.
It looks like it was
Already on their way to scoring another touchdown.
triple option right there, and we see
Looks like our
big
own
pop.
athletic trainer Jack Sessions is running out there.
Darion Jones, otherwise known as Pops, is down on the field and looks like he's in agonizing pain.
Let's hope it's nothing too serious.
Yeah.
Coach is already nervous. And this is not what you want to see.
No. After a impressive first half by our Apaches, only being down 12-10, has not been the same this half. They've been struggling to get anything going offensively, and on defense have had a complete Swiss cheese defense, holes everywhere.
Yeah, this offense has just been whimpering out. It's nothing like it was that first half. They're down 17 points, and looks like they might be down another man right now. It's just not looking good for them.
Yeah, currently Darion Jones, otherwise known as Pops by all of his teammates, is out on the field with apparent lower body injury. Hopefully he gets back up soon.
We're hoping he's going to be okay. Coaches and team looks like they're all waiting anxiously.
Yeah.
Make sure their man's all right.
But I mean, the spirit kind of has been sucked out of the Apaches.
Yeah, they just don't look like that same team that we saw last Friday.
There really is no fight in them.
They were riding that wave after 64-0 and to come up against a wall like Cathedral.
I mean, once again, this is the best team they're going to face all year. I mean, this is much better than, this is a top-of-the-line Southern California team.
I just hope they understand.
Yeah.
And I think they do that this is a tough game. And they definitely stuck it out there for a long time.
And we see Pops getting up right now.
Looks like he's being helped off the field.
Hopefully he's able to return. Key nose tackle and just huge size. I mean, he's able to plug the hole.
Standing on his own looks good. Walking on his own. Bit of a limp, but he's making his way off the field with minimal help.
Yeah, it was a lower extremity injury. It looks like he hurt his knee.
Maybe his knee or his groin or something.
Yeah.
Good news, he's walking off on his own.
Yeah, in those piles, it gets very awkward. You always have somebody's awkward landing, and guys laying on top of you.
Yeah, no telling what'll happen in there.
Yeah.
With any luck, man will be okay, and the next week will be recovered in time for that next game at Hart.
Yeah, that game at Hart is going to be a tough one. Last year we got to see Tennessee commit JT Shrout kind of tear away the Apaches defense last year.
Yeah, Arcadia's going to need all hands on deck for that game.
They're going to need they're really going to need all the help they can get.
They're in for a tough rest of the night and next week as well.
Yeah. Hopefully these 8 minutes can just fizzle out quickly and we could just go home and focus on week 3.
Yeah, they want to get out of this game, heads held high, ready for next week.
And Haywood looking to throw for the end zone. Looking for a back shoulder pick right there on number 9 Frankie Contreras.
Good news for the Apaches. If that pass is complete, that would not have been good.
Yeah. But, I mean, you could just see how high-powered this Cathedral offense is, because that was a quick pass, 20, 25 yards downfield, and just on a back corner right there.
Oh, yeah.
Frankie pretty much had nothing. I mean, could almost do nothing right there.
The Cathedral ball is rolling, and no one can stop him right now.
Yeah, the whole point was for Haywood to put it to where only, it looks like Franco was there on the route, or only Franco could catch it. Haywood back to throw, almost patted down, and
looks like he's down
around the line of scrimmage. Third and 9 with a gain of 1.
Arcadia doing their best to slow down this Cathedral offense. They haven't quite blown them out yet, but Cathedral's getting dangerously close. It's putting up more points on the board.
Yeah. Stop right here. I mean, Apaches still could possibly be in this game. They just have to get a turnover right now and somehow score, then get offsides, and then that hopefully will put them within a field goal.
Yeah, it only takes one big play to get them back in this game.
Very true. Haywood dropping back to pass, looking at his left side, and not sure if it's complete and incomplete. Fourth and 9.
Yeah, the only thing keeping the Apaches down right now, it isn't that score, it's their fight. They need to get back in this game, get their heads back in this game. They're right back, in the driver's seat.
Not sure if we're going to see a special teams unit. And we are going to see a special teams unit from these Cathedral Phantoms. Hopefully Roasty can get something started on this kickoff. But if we're pinned within our and it's a field goal unit, we're gonna see number 50 Lugo boot it away. Hopefully, get it between the uprights. Some confusion on special teams. One player is late to get there.
It's like they're not quite sure what it is they're doing yet.
And a complete fire, and it's good, and it is shanked.
It is way off mark. Cathedral looking like they were looking to show off a little bit there, but that is not at all what just happened.
1, 2, maybe 7 feet from the
just a bit outside, Matt.
Just a bit, and then some.
And then some.
Incomplete missed field goal right there. Hope Apache's looking to take advantage of this and complete a touchdown
have a chance to take back some momentum for themselves here. Like we're saying, it only takes one good play.
Definitely.
One good play to get their heads back in the game. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Foothill Credit Union, for making this game possible. Without them, you wouldn't be able to see this amazing game between Arcadia and Cathedral.
Guerra back in the shot and play action.
Good pass.
Lipscomb able to have some room.
Get some yards there.
Yeah, solid gain right there. I mean, we saw a lot of those plays last week, and we saw a lot of hitch routes and 7-and-ins and quick curls, and we're not. And not a good look right now. Ahmad Lipscomb's is favoring his right leg.
Another man down. Jack's going back out there.
And it looks like it's a crimp because Francisco Contreras, or Frankie, is stretching him out right now. And while it's cooled down, it was hot at the beginning of the game.
It is getting a bit humid out here with all this fog. The air is getting a lot thicker.
Oh, it looks like he's just trying to stretch out his hamstring.
Well, it's not
or
the
his
most
calf.
ideal. It's definitely better news that it's just something with his muscles, looks like. They're
trying to get him to stay down, but it doesn't look like it's a ligament or it's an ankle or knee.
Definitely nothing long-term or career-ending, which is good. Arcadia's going to need everyone they can get this season.
And with 7:38 left, 27-10 Phantoms. Apaches are looking for some sort of miracle to come their way.
Well, this injury is definitely not what the Apaches wanted.
Yeah.
Looks like they're taking this opportunity to get on the same page, think of a plan with what little time they have left.
I mean, the problem is that there's openings in this defense, but I mean, Arcadia is just not able to find them. They've had a lot of success in the middle of the field and have shied away from that. And a special thanks to the financial support of the following sponsor, our Arcadia Educational Foundation, AEF. I'd also like to thank them, as well as Foothill Credit Union.
Yeah, they definitely help make this this program and what we do possible. And another shout out to Arcadia Athletics Boosters, helping us find all the money for our equipment and helping us bring Apache Sports to you.
But we see how close this Apaches team is to winning some key games. I mean, they had two. I really think the part that went wrong is not capitalizing on those almost picks by number 4 Dylan Wright and number 1 Rolandus Whitner. Those were 2 picks that could have been.
And another thank you to the Chinese Parents Program and the CTE program and Debbie Young for helping us with our live streams. And if you're loving what you see here, be sure to check us out at Apache News. You can check out all our social media on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and of course check out our YouTube channel where we post a weekly show, moving to 2 live weekly shows on Wednesdays and Fridays.
And on that YouTube channel, you can also see the interview between me and Jabari. And there's going to be more segments like that in the future. We're looking to get to have a real family.
Yeah, really learn just who this football team is more than just the players and what their stats are and their numbers, like who they are personally.
And we see Ahmad.
Looks like he's hopping off the field on 1 foot there.
Looks like a triple jumper. Just looking to get to the sideline, sit down. Yeah. Looks like he's an insane amounts of pain.
Making a point to show that he can do it on his own right there.
And
obviously in pain, but
looks like
persevering.
Big calf cramp right there.
Arcadia getting back to the line of scrimmage. It's not to Guerra looking to his left.
And Dylan Garrett.
Deep pass. No good.
Garrett looking to Nadavari right there on the left side, not able to come up with it. Hit the ground before it trapped it.
Yeah, no yards right there. Make it 2nd and 10 for the Apaches.
At least the clock is not counting down.
Yeah, it's about 7:34 in the last quarter here. Time's running out, but there's definitely enough time to make something happen here.
Guerra looks like Roski's, or actually,
looks
what
like
a catch
pass is
by,
good. That's definitely good for a first down.
What a catch by Jabari Kendall right there, former Phantom, and has done a solid job. Did a solid job right there, turning his body around and getting back to the ball. Looks like it was thrown behind him.
Yeah, it was a good pass for Guerra. They got to keep riding this wave.
Yeah. Just got to keep firing at all angles.
They're past that 50-yard mark now. They're on the second half of the field.
Hopefully Maxey could stay away from the run game right now. And
going up the middle.
I mean, even though it was a gain of 8, which was a solid play right there.
Good game for the Apaches.
Yeah. I mean, but the clock is just being eaten away.
Already it's about 7 minutes now. About to go into 6.
We have to score within the next minute or two to have any shot.
Happen now.
Yeah. I mean, you have to be looking towards the end zone right now.
Yeah, they had time to chip away before, but they're running out of time. They got to make some big plays soon.
On a about 3rd and 3. Goes 5 wide.
Dropping back, Guerra
and
gets rid of the ball before he gets sacked.
Away. Stefan Wright on the rush right there. He's doing what he does best.
Good job by Guerra getting rid of the ball before he got sacked, losing a bunch of yards this time. Might be too little too late, though.
And on 4th down,
looks like 3rd down right now.
3rd down, excuse me. That was 2nd down. Yeah, 2nd down. 1st down was the run.
Still a chance for Arcadia here.
And hopefully we could these receivers could get past the Phantoms corners. Roski in motion going towards the right side. And it's going to be a run. We're going to take it upfield
right side.
Nothing. Why? I mean, I don't see why we're running it. There's been no success with that.
Yeah, all day, the running plays have not been working. And a lot of those passes haven't landed.
Yeah.
I think it's their best shot right now.
I mean, the pass game is their biggest strength, and the only way that frees up the run game is going to be the pass game.
Exactly.
When you have to have the linebackers step back, it's going to free some holes up in the offensive front when the box isn't completely stacked.
Yeah, they had the whole game to play it safe. They got to start taking some chances now.
In motion again, fake.
Garrett dropping back.
Roll it.
Gets rid of the
gets
ball.
it to
Good
Frankie,
pass.
Looking to take it upfield, but is swallowed, and that's a turnover.
Cathedral obviously fired up here.
And that's with 5 minutes and 54 seconds left. That's ball game.
Apaches just losing their fight right now.
That's going to be the game.
Garrett throwing down his helmet in frustration.
Not getting anything started right there. I can't blame him because he's not the one calling the plays, and we have. And I mean, I really don't understand the going to the run game. I really think that was a waste of time.
Just each pass has just been right on the edge. They just need that lucky break.
Yeah. And it looks like we're going to be leaving the Phantom Stadium with an L, or Balzano Family Field with a loss. But nothing too bad to hang our heads by. Hopefully, Apaches can hold them, maybe get one score in, and have it be a two possession game instead of 3, which doesn't look that bad. I mean, these Apaches fought.
Yeah, it's looking right now. The best Arcadia can do is just walk away with keeping the score is just how it is right now.
Terrence Williams goes for a big run right there.
And the Phantom stands look like they've already decided they've won this game.
Yeah.
Lots of celebrating going on.
Gonna be 2nd and 5.
Looks like someone might be throwing T-shirts into the stands, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And we're gonna see Jason Haywood might hand it off to looks like new running back there. Oh no, excuse me, still Brandon Jordan, number 4, and completely stopped,
losing
trying to rip
yards.
the ball away. And
ball gets free, we get smothered.
And was down before the ball came out, but solid job right there by the Apaches getting the stop.
Make it 3rd and 2 for Cathedral.
Yeah. With 3rd and looks like about 3rd and 2, they're going to keep the ball on the ground and run it right behind the center. Actually, excuse me, the left guard
left side. Not much of a game.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they get a 1st down on that play.
I mean, not much of a game, but when all you need is 3 yards, you don't have to go very far.
1st and 10 for Cathedral with about 4 minutes, 44 seconds left in the quarter. Not looking too good for the Apaches here.
And we're just going to watch Cathedral kind of just run this clock out. Hopefully this game can end with the Apaches not allowing any more points. And
I think that's the best they could hope for right now, Matt.
I mean, wow.
Cathedral's muscling his way through the Apache defense.
Wow. 3 or 4 broken tackles on
another
the play.
1st down. It was
I
bad
mean,
enough the offense was going to sleep, and now it looks like the defense is
we
losing
really
it
see
too.
these Apaches just getting tired, and fans are visibly leaving in crowds right now.
Yeah, everyone's starting to pack up over here, folks.
Yeah.
Fans leaving the stands, cheerleaders taking down posters. Looks like the decision's already been made
Yeah,
here.
Terrence Williams on another big run.
Breaking through.
And, we're watching Terrence Williams just completely own this Apaches defense. But before when they were chopping the tree earlier and getting him down around the line of scrimmage, when they're having success, they're not able to do that now. And he's able to. His yak is insane right now. The yards after contact.
Yeah, Arcadia was doing a great job of just like holding them back that first half. They just didn't have
And looks
that
like
same
they're
strength.
And even though that wasn't a big gain right there, we saw three or four tackles being missed, and that could have been 5 yards.
You're just breaking through that Arcadia defense.
That could have been a 2nd and 15 instead of a 2nd and 9 or 8.
Second and 10 for Cathedral.
3 minutes left in the game. And might be a little bit of a hint, but I think number 9 is going to run it.
Judging by what we've seen so far, Matt, I would not be surprised.
And, option, ran perfectly. Gets to...
So they get through.
Yeah. Perfect play call. Yeah.
Down to the 7-yard line. Looks like we were wrong on that play.
Yeah, well, a perfect play call. Everybody's thinking that number 9, Terrence Williams, is going to get it.
Yeah, it looks like we weren't the only ones who thought that, Matt.
Brandon Haywood possibly calls an audible and calls an option.
Yeah, it looks like Arcadia definitely thought the same thing we were thinking.
Defensive ends bit, linebackers bit. There was nobody out there except the corners.
Yeah, Patty's starting to fall for those plays, get used to it. First and goal for Cathedral.
And quarterback keeper again, able to be stopped. Number 55, Michelangelo Loretto on the stop.
Arcadia might stop the quarterback. There's only about 2 minutes left. Not looking good for the Apaches here.
Not the position we wanted to be in, but once again, this is the difference between last year was 49-0 at the end of the first half, I want to say, somewhere around there.
Yeah, and there's not even 49 points scored this entire game.
Hopefully, let's keep it that way.
Let's hope so.
Terrence going for a touchdown, leaps over and leaps into the end zone.
Not looking good, though.
Yep.
Another touchdown for Cathedral. Make it 33-10.
Yeah. Probably going to end with a score of 34-10 on the game unless the Apaches are able to get something going on the way back.
Yeah, best case, it's looking here. Apaches get another touchdown.
This is Apache's big weakness is getting beat in the trenches, getting beat on the 5-on-5 game with the line.
Looks like Cathedral's going to go for an extra point.
And
Did I ever tell you?
And it's going to be sprinted and
kick
blocked.
Deflected. No good.
Penalties. Going to be a 33-10 score.
Apaches managed to hold that score where it is.
Yeah. Hopefully Apaches can make it 33-17, but not looking like that's too promising.
With any luck, Cathedral will stay at 33 for the rest of the game. But we know they are capable of scoring in less than that amount of time.
Yeah. This is where you just hope no injury occurs on either side.
Just hoping that both teams are able to walk away from this game.
Yeah, especially you don't want things to get chippy because we're going to see some art. There's already been so much talk already.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to see right where the Phantom is.
Already a lot of tension in this game between both teams. Phantoms lost a couple guys that first half. Apaches lost a couple this half. And we got a long season ahead of us.
Yeah, Coach Maxey's former home. This is not the kind of reunion he wanted.
The homecoming he was looking for.
Yeah. Takes off his headset and now it's pretty much over.
It looks like even the coaches have decided that the game is over. And the scoreboard seems to reflect that.
The short memory, move on. Kindle returned the ball. Looking ahead to the middle of the field.
Going down to the left.
Wiggles and down around the 30. possibly around the 25. Looks like he's drawing back and forth with a Phantom.
Definitely an audible difference between the Phantom stands and the Apache stands.
Yeah.
Nearly dead silent over here.
You can hear a pin drop.
I think I just did.
Yeah.
In fact.
As soon as you start hearing the footsteps on the bench,
Exactly,
it's
Matt.
not good.
I think you and I are the loudest people
Yeah.
over here.
Guerra looking to sum up to just pad the stat book right now, and looking to throw deep.
Deep
Has
pass. Linus
Roski
Widener is
and
taken down
just
around the
nothing.
50-yard.
Every time, I mean, it seems like
Oh, bad
Wow.
blood looking over here.
yeah, Roski using every ounce of self-control.
Widener obviously frustrated.
Yeah, it's Cathedral knowing how to piss him off.
Let's hope he just
But, I
walks
mean,
away
yeah,
from it.
Thing is, you know what? You got to look at the scoreboard and say, you know what? I just got to wait till these guys got to
live with
accept
it,
No matter how much better he might be than these guys. And
Now is not the time to be getting in any
going at
fights.
Some Apache, good luck. .126 left. Apache's looking to score and not make the game look as bad.
First and 10 for the Apaches here. Snap to Guerra.
And, I mean,
It was right.
complete and
Sacked
utter
again.
just complete and utter confusion. Guerra faked it to Casper.
I can't even count how many times that's happened in this game, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, he was holding the ball out there, and DeMarco Moore was blocking.
They may not be losing as many yards as they have, but
yeah, I mean, now it's 2nd and 19. I mean, that's one of the cons of starting the shotgun every time is that you get sacked. That's always going to be a big loss.
Guerra's been going down too many times
Yeah.
to make anything happen on offense this game.
Nothing going well for this Apache's offense the second
Third and
half.
19, Guerra dropping back.
Going to his left and
Again taken
swallow
down.
hole.
There's a flag on the play.
This Apache's offensive line is beat, and they're just ready to get week 3 on the way.
Yeah, you can just feel it. Everyone's
Yeah.
ready to just get back on that
Holding
bus.
on the Apache is going to be declined. Going to make it 3rd and forever.
You got your bungees?
Looks
40 seconds left
and
here.
3rd and 29.
Brent.
Clock's ticking, less than 40 seconds left in the game here. 2nd and 29. I believe that's the furthest back they've been all day.
Yeah, I mean, just close your eyes and chuck it up. And Moore with the solid. DeMarco Moore with the solid run.
Decent yards there, but
Yeah.
too little, too late. Clock is ticking. There's
And
almost
that's gonna
15
be
seconds
it.
left.
Hopefully nothing chippy breaks out.
10 seconds
yeah.
left, and the clock is ticking. No sign of stopping here.
And it's going to be it for the Apaches.
Yeah, and that's all she wrote, Matt.
Not the game we wanted. Incredible first half from our Apaches, shutting down this offense from Cathedral, and getting some stops here, and it's having some success, but just not able to do it both halves.
Yeah, fantastic first half from the Apaches, keeping them close, 12-10 going into halftime. But that fight was just wasn't present that second half. You know, like Cathedral had the momentum going in.
And it's really, I mean, one thing you have to note is that they're playing without probably their best offensive lineman, Dorset Manning, who got ejected within the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, and Cathedral even playing with some of their star players over on Arcadia, and they still made it happen on offense today.
I mean, we really got to give a shout out to number 5, Alex Franco. Looks like he had 2 touchdowns on the day. Terrence William had 3. Not the outcome you were looking for, but our Apaches played a solid first half and weren't able to do it both halves. Second half, gave up 3 touchdowns. There was just Swiss cheese defense, holes everywhere. Not impressive.
Yeah, Arcadia was looking to come home with that W after last year's turnout of 49-0. Not quite the blowout this year. They kept it close all the way through halftime, but after that, they just kind of fell apart. Obviously, they put up a good fight. It's better than what a lot of people expected after last year, but it's definitely not what they were looking for this year.
And heading into week 3, we're going to be playing at Hart, so make sure you tune in with us there. All right, thank you.